Yo. Sorry. I'm sorry. Blame it on me. It's my fault. It is 100% my fault. Get on in here. Let's go. I see y'all in the chat. Y'all getting started already. I love it. Let's go. We got the first NFC East Soldier Stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the last Sunday. I'm going to say it again. This is the last Sunday before there is football on our TVs. And if you like a fan, anything like me, man, you should have goosebumps. I see y'all chopping it up in the comments. I see y'all. Let's go. Y'all got a good one tonight. Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, and of course your beloved New York Giants. We're here to have a conversation. Let's go. Come on. I see y'all in the comments. Fight back, Giant fans. Fight back, Giant fans. Let's go. Get on their head. Yeah. Y'all gonna enjoy this one, man. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna absolutely love it. Shout out to Ice Cold Cowboy for being the first one. Nah, you know what? A new member. Shout out to Thunder. Excuse me, you were the first one. I see you. Let's get it started, man. It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant, TP Way the Giant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking with me, man. I'm gonna go ahead and just start the intro. I'm not gonna give this long introduction thing because it's my fault that we started a little late. I'm in the middle of the desert, man. I've been dealing with some technical difficulties, but listen, let's go, man. Let's go. The wait is over. Let's go.
When he threw it, I thought he might have overthrown it, but quickly out of the backfield, Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first down, jumping up in the air.
What, Tiki? What is that?
Bro, I have never, ever seen that in an NFL game. This is a tough man matchup, so he's up there in press. Big bow by Dak Prescott. He throws that ball any lower, it's probably a pick. Good ball placement, and just look at the athleticism of Pickens. At 7. This one is launched for McLaurin. He's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. Big-time sack. Losing steam. Town is going crazy. This is a
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get us right. Yo, first of all, I see y'all in the back, man. I could tell that y'all was feeling the intro, man.
That was hot. That was hot. That was hot.
The intro was
hot.
The intro was flame, bro. Yes, sir.
You did that.
Listen,
so
man.
What?
I wanted to take the time, man, and make sure I made a fire intro for everybody. I didn't want to be selfish, you know what I mean? So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. But look, y'all introduce yourselves, man. Y'all are professionals. Y'all know how to do this thing, man. Y'all just go at it. Introduce yourselves. Let people know where they could get with you, where they could subscribe to your channel, all that good stuff, man. Y'all go ahead. Get at it.
All right, I'll get mine out the way real quick. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, panel? What's going on, chat? It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. You can find me, Angry Cowboys fan, TikTok, X, Instagram. Let's come chop it up. DC for life. And them Super Bowl clips are too damn old.
I had to dig in the archives for those.
I guess I'll go in next. My name is Juan Gotti, talking sports. I'm representing the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, of course, and best team in the NFC East. You can follow all my content at Juan Gotti Talking Sports. I appreciate y'all for having me on, and I'm excited to talk about the best division in all of football. Look, I hate all your teams, but when we come together, I don't think there's no better division than the NFC East. So let's talk about it.
Facts.
That's true.
Facts.
Yes,
Well, look, man, I'm Dallas Cowboy Chris, man. You can find me on TikTok at Dallas Cowboy Chris. You can also find me on Instagram as the Cowboy Up Podcast, man. Holla at you. I am old enough to see all five, and they ain't too damn old. I'll watch them anytime. I got my VHS tape right around the corner, so whenever I need to pop it in, I will.
Hey, get it.
Is it on me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's on you.
All right. So, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy Leo coming live from the Bird section. Oh! I'm here to represent the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all can find me at the Bird section on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. Shout out to TP for bringing everybody here to talk about, the NFC East, as everyone has said. I'm just looking forward to hearing, everything y'all got to say. But, I just want to preference everything with my fellow panelists here. Bless your hearts. Bless your hearts. That's bless your hearts. But let's get it. Let's get right to it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, TP, I'm in full battle rattle, TP.
I see.
You know
hey, listen, y'all almost made me want to grab the Lawrence Taylor joint, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna stick to my protocol. I think this conversation. I'm telling you, man, you up here with the best, man. The conversation may go a little differently than what some of you may expect, man. So I'm excited for this one for sure. And look, let me get this out the way, because I know people may be viewing this and they be like, oh, okay, why is there two Dallas, representatives up here? True story. Let me explain this. All right. So it was easy getting a Commander representative. Boom. Found him, got him, easy. Easy getting an Eagle content creator. Boom, found him, got him. When I tell you, and Juan Gotti can contest to this because we was both searching, it is damn near impossible to get a Dallas Cowboy representative on the phone. And it just worked out. God was looking down on me when I did the live stream with the Bird section with Leo. I met my man Angry, and then I was thinking, I said, you know what, man? And Cowboy Chris, he's like he's really like the main guy that I can count on, that I already knew beforehand. So I reached out to both at the same time, and I double booked, because I was hoping for one. Both of them bring, a great perspective from Dallas Cowboy Nation. So I said, you know what? We'll go. We'll rock with 2. We'll rock with 2. You know what I mean? Plus, they may need it. They may need it for the night. You know,
I was about to say, Juan, you know they're gonna need 2 of them for us, right? Juan?
You know what I mean?
Right, Juan. They need 2.
Look, I mean, look to TP's point, man. I mean, for y'all to be America's team, man, it's like pulling teeth trying to find a Cowboys content creator, man. So I don't know what y'all got going on up there, man. But Jerry Jones need to figure it out.
I don't believe that's true. Because it's like this. Angry can come on and he'll hear this TikTok. You can find 20 of us all saying the same damn thing. So I don't think y'all just looking hard enough. I know why you're not looking hard enough, because them overall records versus the Cowboys, y'all don't want to see that. So that's why. So let's just be honest. Okay. So look, I'm happy.
You starting already.
It is America, and it needs 2 of us to hold y'all up. So okay, I'm ready. Let's rock.
Yo, Chris, man, it's like they open the refrigerator and said, "Oh, no milk."
Yeah,
and just shut the door.
you know, it's funny that you all say that. It's funny that y'all say that, and they starting early with us, but I'm gonna just go ahead. Me, TP, and Bird Sector, we can all just go ahead and go to our NFC Championship appearances that we seen in HD. You know what I mean? Look, you started already. I wasn't even gonna start, but y'all wanted to take it there. So we even dead.
Look, you made him get up and go get something. You made him get up and go get something. Look, he got the VHS tape. Oh shit!
Oh man!
Oh
look, hey.
shit! Oh! Oh shit! Oh god damn!
Yo, you seen the dust? You seen the dust fly off that?
Oh shit! Oh!
I think I need some water for that.
Oh shit!
I ain't got the money to digitize it yet. I ain't got the money.
Oh man!
TP, what did you bring me into?
Oh man, listen. I actually want to kind of start with a Dallas Eagle type situation, man, because to be quite frank, I don't know, Juan Gotti, I don't know about you, but I'm just tired of seeing this, so I just want to hash this for once and for all, man. Before I get to my little question real quick, shout out to Linda, man. Shout out to Linda. She is from the Bird Section crew. She's representing the Philly Eagles. She says, true Cowboy fan, bragging about regular season victories, man. Okay, so I noticed when I was over there with the Bird Section, I know that's what they do a lot. They love to talk about, their past, right? Their most recent past, I would say. That's a common thing, but I got something for that. Anyway, I want to do this, man, for the people, because the reason why we do these NFC East streams is I tell my Giant soldiers all the time, you're doing a disservice if you're not keeping your ears to the other streets, the Washington Commanders streets, the Dallas Cowboys streets, the Philadelphia Eagles streets. So I want them to actually hear it from the guys that know more about the team than we do. You know what I mean? So that's the whole purpose of getting, these streams together. Of course, shots is going to be all over the place, but more importantly, when we get to talking football, we want to see what's going on in our division. But all off season, I keep hearing Hurts, Dak Hurts, Dak Hurts. Like, what is the fascination with the Dallas fans and the Eagle fans with these quarterbacks, man? Like, I really don't even understand the debate. Can y'all explain, like, what is up with the fascination with that? Because that's all we hear.
I got a real short answer for that, because and the reason why my answer is short for that is because Angry sort of kind of helped me to understand, you know what I'm saying? Because with his answer, it's pretty much like the same thing. And that is, I think it's because from an Eagles fan base perspective, Dak is imposed upon us like Jalen is imposed upon the fan base of the Dallas Cowboys and everybody else. We impose our quarterbacks on one another when, and it's done so much that after a while, you're not even looking at stats or anything like that. You're just we're listening to respond rather than to understand. And so that right there is where it just snowball. It's a snowball effect. It grows and grows and grows. But at the core of it all, angry, helped me to come to this conclusion. I think it is because we impose our quarterbacks on one another, and that's it. But go ahead, Angry.
I don't know. I don't know about that. All I know is the comparisons come from where I stand. They don't come from me trying to compare Dak Prescott to Jalen Hurts. But I see a lot of Jalen Hurts comparison to Dak Prescott, especially over the past couple of weeks. That damn quarterbacks list. That came out that ranked Dak Prescott higher in the rankings, and then it was just, well, Hurts can do this. Hurts is a winner. Hurts is this. Hurts is that. It's like, yo, we didn't make the list. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now this top 100s list is coming out, and it's kind of replicating the same talking point. And it's like, yo, the execs and the coaches and the scouts didn't make that list either. The players did.
Right.
So at some point we're like, well, I'll talk for me as a Cowboys fan. At some point, I'm just like, bro, why are y'all sitting here, Super Bowl champions a year removed, trying to compare yourself to a quarterback that hasn't made it past the divisional round?
Yeah.
It's kind of that. It's kind of the gnat at the picnic situation. You know how you be chilling there, and it's all of a sudden like, it gets all in your ears. Like, get away from me.
Yeah, for sure. Would you,
So
Chris?
Chris.
Well, I think about it like this: they're trying to basically see which quarterback would be the best in the division, right? So the quarterback who won the Super Bowl last in the division is Jalen Hurts, right? But we all know, and we can agree or disagree. We all know that we're not, but we know Dak Prescott is the better quarterback. Okay, so with him being the better quarterback, they're going to compare him to the quarterback that won the Super Bowl last. Okay, so I think that's what it is. To me, they're totally two different types of quarterbacks.
Yep.
I mean, totally two. I don't know how you can compare the two, and I mean, because their styles are totally different. So when people come up with that, I just really TPI overlooked that. It don't even make sense to me, because the Eagles football team is a run first team. Okay. Yep. The Cowboys football team is a pass first team. So, I can't judge Jalen Hurts on his passing because that's not what they do. They want to dominate and punch you in the mouth. The Cowboys want to finesse you and score a lot. So it's a different quarterback.
Right. They want the show.
So I always looked at it like this, just my 2 cents. And I said this, when I was over there on the bird section, is that me personally, right, I believe that as far as talent is concerned, just strictly talent, Jalen Hurts is the least talented quarterback, I would say, in this division. But I also follow up with that by saying that don't mean shit. Because at the end of the day, he is the most winningest quarterback in this division. And that's all that matters to me. And I know I could speak for y'all when y'all say that matter. That's the only thing that matters for y'all. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to be phony just because, we together. I said not too long ago that I think the best quarterback talent-wise are all together. If you just put in all the attributes together and what they do, what they add when they're on the field, is me personally, I think is Dak. I think he's number one in that regard. But I agree with you, Chris, when I just think it's like oranges and apples because this doesn't start and end with just quarterback play. You know what I mean? How many times have we seen, the big dance being won by a quarterback that we may have looked at as average or good at best? So I don't understand it from the outside looking in. I don't really get too involved with the quarterback rankings in this division. And to be honest with you, as far as I see it, you add Jaden Daniels and you add Jackson Dart into the mix, you got a division full of, I believe, elite quarterbacks. Also, Linda with another $5 super chat. Shout out to Linda. She says, do you want a better quarterback or one that can win a Super Bowl? Jalen is the only one who has answered that question in the division. And when you say that, there is no pushback from me. Like, what can you say? So that's the truth. That's the truth in my book.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and put my 2 cents in too as well, and I'm just going to kind of say it from what I truly, honestly believe. So first and foremost, why has that been the battle in comparison back and forth between Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott over the years? That's because the Washington Commanders have not had a quarterback until 2024. Who else were we going to put in that conversation? Same with the New York Giants. We're just getting out quarterbacks, and the jury's still kind of out on Jackson Dart, right? So that's why you all have been compared.
No, it's not.
The jury is still out on Jackson Dart. I'm
gonna let you land your plane, but we're gonna revisit this. What
we seen from Jackson Dart was some flashes. But I'm sure, of course, you're gonna try to sell yourself on Jackson Dart. But outside of the Giants fan base, I'm sure nobody else in this league is 100% sold on Jackson Dart as the future of the New York Giants.
All right, so
outside of y'all fan base.
So the Eagles haven't experienced that? They don't know that?
I never said that they didn't experience not knowing if they have a quarterback of the future.
No, I'm talking about they don't know that about Jackson Dart?
Because y'all won one Thursday night game?
No, we put belt to ass. No, we put belt to ass. It won't just no win.
So what was y'all saying? What was y'all saying after Jaden Daniels rookie year? We gotta see it again. Right?
Yes.
So that's what
so
I'm
if
saying.
anything,
the jury is still out on Jackson Dart.
No. If anything, the jury's still out on Jaden Daniels. We didn't see it again.
It's not. We seen him. We seen him win a Rookie of the Year award. Did your quarterback win a Rookie of the Year award? Question mark.
Yes.
No. He got robbed.
I'm talking about Jackson Dart. We know Dak and we know Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott. I'm gonna get back to that conversation in a second because I wasn't finished. But has your quarterback won a Rookie of the Year award?
No, he should have though.
Did your quarterback lose basically all of his team and miss 10 games of himself in the second year of his career, and or had coaching turmoil in the second year of his career? This is his second year, right?
Yeah, it's the second year.
Okay, then. So, therefore, the jury's still out. There's not enough evidence. He did not do enough in his rookie season like a Jaden Daniels.
That's not true. That's not true.
Is true.
Hold on. All right, so let me.
Jaden Daniels was put in the MVP conversation after his rookie year. They said he was one of the best, if not the best, before Matthew Stafford had his.
Okay, so let me give you some pushback. I
wasn't done, but go ahead.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Go ahead. It's honestly no pushback in my opinion because he has.
Okay, I know because that's how y'all look at Jaden Daniels. Of course, y'all love to look at your quarterbacks like that. All right, so listen, Jaden Daniels one hell of a rookie year. I'm not even debating or talking about the rookie year. But you said out your own mouth, we have to see it again. And what we seen is that he cannot stay on the field. When he's on the field, you will get no argument from me. But if you're not on the field, I don't care how good you think he is, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So it goes back to my point. You're contradicting yourself. You literally you said that I said that we need to see more from Jaden Daniels, and you saying we didn't see that. So I literally started off the conversation saying we needed to see more from Jackson Dart, and you're saying y'all already seen enough to be sold on him as a quarterback. I said that we've seen enough to be sold on our quarterback because he has hardware to prove that. He led his team to the NFC Championship game. You're sold off of some regular season wins. Like, come on. Like, okay.
No, because it's not just the wins. It's not just the wins when you're talking about Jackson Dart. See, I like to play the mismatch game sometimes. I like to say to myself, okay, if this quarterback was put in our situation, what would they have looked like? And a lot of quarterbacks, if they were in Jackson Dart's shoes, they would have failed. Plenty of them have. What Jackson Dart did, he did what a lot of quarterbacks failed doing. We had a rosterless team, and he sparked a life, and not just to the Giants, but into the NFC East. We was battling with playoff caliber teams, with receivers like Lil Jordan Humphrey. Like, that's when I give you your nod, like, okay. And so until proven otherwise, right now, he's solidified. Now, if he shows me something else, then we'll revisit it. But as of right now,
my question
and Dart, we trust.
I'm not mad at you for trusting in your quarterback. This is the first time you've had a legit hope at the quarterback position since what, Eli Manning, maybe?
Oh, okay, yes, that's fair.
So, and for me, this was the first time that we've had legit hope in a quarterback since, honestly,
Ever.
Kirk Cousins, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Of course, RG3 that 2012 season, but we all kind of seeing the writing on the wall. But what I'm telling you is, you're sold off of what he did potentially in the regular season, and you're saying, well, if he was in this situation, or if a quarterback was in this situation, then it will be different. We can play that game because I do the same thing with Jalen Hurts. We all feel like Jalen Hurts isn't the most talented quarterback, but we give him his respect because he wins, and Howie Roseman has built a roster around him. If Jalen Hurts was on the Giants, he would have struggled. If Jalen Hurts was on the Washington Commanders in 2024, the NFC Championship season that we had, he would not have led the Washington Commanders to the NFC Championship. Jalen Hurts is a talented quarterback. He's okay. He plays well enough to win. But it's his roster that elevates his team. So we can play that excuse game all you want. Jaden Daniels, to me, still had the most impressive season out of all these quarterbacks in the last 2 years because of what he was able to do in leading a team that was to the NFC Championship. Jackson Dart, the same excuse you're trying to use for Jackson Dart, his roster, I guarantee you he would not have done what Jaden Daniels did his rookie year, leading that Washington Commander team to the NFC Championship. Do I need to remind you of that roster that we had? So the same.
So listen, I think no, but the thing is, I'm not arguing your outlook on Jaden Daniels. I think what you're saying is fair. Like I think you can argue that he may have had the most impressive season out of all the quarterbacks. I can't argue. I'm not even arguing that. I could see why you would say that between him or Dak. But the thing is this: I do that with Dart. And what Dart did, he did what basically Jaden Daniels did. And that's why I put Jaden Daniels on such a high regard. He didn't have the talent surrounding him, but he made the talent around him better. That's how I measure you from the good and great level of quarterbacking. My conversation with Jaden Daniels isn't even about ability. It's about availability. Right. That's the question that I have for Jaden Daniels.
And why
now,
is that,
if he can show me,
he's played.
Why? Because he's a stick figure out there getting killed.
No, and that's the narrative that pisses me off. He played in every single game of his regular season, in his rookie year, including the playoffs. Last year was the first time that he's missed significant time, and everybody on our team was hurt last year. Terry McLaurin, all of our pass rushers. We fired a defensive coordinator in the middle of the season. We fired our offense, but everything last year was just wrong. So that narrative that everybody likes to run with, he's a stick figure, he's hurt, he's injury prone. That's not true, unless, of course, you're not paying attention. And I don't expect you all to pay attention as deep as Commander fans, but that's just the narrative that everybody runs with. But like you said, you're not arguing. I know, of course, we've had this battle back and forth last year. I know you're not arguing whether Jaden Daniels is good or not. You're arguing the fact that I said that I don't think anybody outside of your fan base is sold on Jackson Dart. And I personally feel like I gave realistic reasoning behind that. But even more going back, because I got off track, that we were talking about Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is the better quarterback talent-wise overall, and it's not even close. But like you all said, Jalen Hurts is a winner. Jalen Hurts may not be the most talented guy, arm strength or whatever may have, but when it comes to them postseasons, every time I try to discredit Jalen Hurts, he shows up in them big moments. Super Bowl, playoff games. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like you all said, both can be true. Dak Prescott is the better quarterback. Who would I rather build my team around? Who would I rather put the shoulder of the offense on, the team on? Who I think can win because of their right arm is Dak Prescott. And it's been like that for the last 10 years until Jalen Hurts came into the fold. But, of course, Jalen Hurts is going to get all the praise and success because of the team Howie Roseman has built around him. And we'll see how different it is this year with having Devonta Smith have to go back into that receiver one role and not having A.J. Brown. But that's what I have to say.
So I'll say this, right? Because I'm up here representing my squad. So this is not the time for me to let shit slide. All right? This is the time where I just speak my piece. So to answer his claim that nobody outside of the New York Giants sees what we see in Jackson Dart, I mean, the players have already spoken. The league has already spoken. The analysts have already spoken. I mean, He has to win games at the end of the day. But Jackson Dart has put us in a position and gave us enough for us to believe that he could do that. Now, you go talk to Philadelphia Eagle players, they'll may say something different about Dak. You go talk to the Denver Broncos, they may say something different about Dart. You go talk to the chart like there's people who felt what it is to line up with Jackson Dart. So we can't just sit here and just act like he's just was some rookie who just caught hot. I mean, no, he did what a lot of quarterbacks fail doing. But to stay on Jalen Hurts, we talked about this a little bit the other night, and I kind of want you to defend yourself a little bit, Leo, here, because this is, I guess, a lead-wide question that we would have regarding Jalen Hurts is what will he look like without A.J. Brown? Without that outlet, without that big body target, that jump ball, expert, whatever you want to call him. What is Jaden Daniels going to look like?
Jalen Hurts.
I'm Jalen Hurts. Excuse me, Jalen Hurts.
It's all this Jaden and Jalen shit.
Yeah, right.
I get confused too, but go ahead.
I want to know from your perspective. I mean, how confident do you feel like your receiver group can basically fill in the production that A.J. Brown would have on the field, or the attention that A.J. Brown had on the field? How do you feel going into the season with no longer having A.J. Brown?
Well, I think that I'm learning that outside of the fan base and when other fan bases, I think the loss of A.J. Brown it feels like it's much more of a hit than what we think it is. If you want to know what Jalen would look like without a AJ Brown, you could just reference the 2021 season. You know what I'm saying? When Devontae was the number one wide receiver. If you want a hint, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's the end, because Jalen Hurts from 2021 to 2026 is two different quarterbacks, and he's a much more refined, much more experienced quarterback than he was in 2021. He was drafted in 20. So I'm not going to pretend like I've never seen him without AJ. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, what it would look like without AJ is a good question as well. But good news is that you have plenty of games to go look at when AJ wasn't on the field. Not saying he wasn't on the field a lot, and I'm not saying he wasn't on the field a little bit, but there were plenty of times when he wasn't on the field. Last year we only had our full complement of weaponry 4 times, and we had an 11-win season and went to the playoffs and won the NFC East Championship. So there's nothing about Jalen Hurts in year 7, of him being a starter, or year 6 and him being a starter, his 7th year in the league. There's nothing about him that would lead me to believe or to have doubt on his ability to be competent QB play. You know what I'm saying? To play the position. There isn't a lot about the competency of the other players on the team. AJ Brown being gone doesn't mean we're now devoid of talent. And you still have to deal with that defense. Now, the good news is that, and this was just a helpful guide for whenever I'm on this thing. Anything you want, like you see, I have my projected offense and my projected defense right here on my screen. So that way, when we talking our shit, whatever you're going to say, you can put an address to it because it's right there. So we don't have to think twice about who we're projecting as starters, And so when you say to me, I have, that this team has to deal with whatever prolific quarterback or prolific wide receiver group that we would have to deal with. When I look at that projected starting defense right there, the Philadelphia Eagles, I do believe that we have the necessary personnel, particularly on the defense, to be able to at least compete, you know what I'm saying, and compete well with whomever we have to see it, be it Washington, New York, or New York or DC. We have that personnel. You know, and I have the utmost confidence. And we also, not only do we have I think the quality projected personnel for starting defense, but we also have the quality projected personnel in depth as well.
I want to give you pushback because you mentioned the 2021 season, right? When it was Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fair to say that y'all weren't as dynamic when it was Devontae Smith? Like, was it fair to say maybe that was the reason
No,
why y'all
because
ended up getting Age?
No, because remember, you know what I'm saying, the year before, Jalen only got to play the last 3 games of the season. Remember, Carson fucked up his back, and then that's when Jalen came in. You know what I'm saying? The following season, when Jalen did come in, we went to the playoffs, so it was a better year, and that was with Jalen as a full-time starter and Devontae. So I don't think that would be fair. It was an improvement the following year. And Devontae, even with AJ being on the team, having been on the team and everything like that, Devontae still owns all the wide receiving yards records for the team. He still owns all the touchdown records for the team. So again, when I look at what we have, you know what I'm saying, to complement all of that, you know what I'm saying, I'm still confident. You see what I'm saying? So no, I don't think it would be fair to say that, only because we didn't make the playoffs. Our starting quarterback got fucked up and our backup came in. And then the following year, the backup is now the permanent starter and we go to the playoffs.
Yeah, but y'all made the playoffs,
No,
when we were at our weakest.
The question was it fair? Remember? You asked if it was fair.
No,
and I said,
I'm just,
we didn't make the playoffs the year before. We did with him as the full-time starter and Devontae.
go ahead, but I don't want to be the only one.
I'm kind of look, TP. I got you because I'm kind of with you.
Okay.
I'm kind of on your side with this one, just kind of questioning, like, okay, we know you all drafted Devonta Smith in the first round. And by the way, I have a disdain for everyone's team, but I love Devonta Smith, his family, his kids. Like, I love him as a player, a
good dude.
And you know, he's a good dude.
He's a good dude, yeah.
So I'm not. So I don't. And I think he's a hell of a player. But what I think TP was trying to say, what the comments are alluding to, is that yes, Devonta Smith was the number one receiver there. I believe you all in 2021 also had Quez Watkins and all those guys, and Jalen Reagor was still around. Like,
yep.
Who remembers
Jalen was gone.
Jalen Reagor was gone in 2021.
But by that time, I think he was gone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Devonta Smith was the receiver one at that time for you all,
yep.
But for me, it's a mixture, right? I think Howie Roseman recognized an opportunity to go out and get a superstar receiver like AJ Brown, because Tennessee was rumored to be able to want to trade him and move off from him, and he was a little frustrated there in Tennessee or whatever. But also, I think Howie realized, hey, this is the opportunity that we need to improve our receiving core, because we're not sure if Devonta Smith can be this receiver one right now. Can he eventually go into? And of course, that's similar to what they're doing to Jane Daniels. What was his biggest worry, which I think is BS? He's proven that doesn't matter, but his weight was a concern, right? To a lot of other people. So AJ Brown came in. You all immediately got a superstar, bona fide number one, which allows Smitty to be that number two guy and put up his 1,000 yards and have a hell of a season. But it also took the pressure off of him to not have to produce to that necessary first round pick level. I think Smitty's a hell of a player. But anytime come on, Bursack, you know how y'all used to do us with AJ Brown. Anytime AJ Brown lined up against a Commanders defender, it wasn't fair. So he put fear in our heart. That's not the same thing.
I can second that.
Does to us. So to
you.
Wait.
Juan, but the question, I agree with everything you were saying. I agree with where you're going. But I was just answering TP's question.
Right, I'm giving him better understanding and clarification of what he was trying to ask you.
But
he was saying, was it fair? He was asking you, was it fair to judge Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith prior to the arrival of AJ Brown? You're saying it wasn't because they did not have enough time together, right?
No. All right. So when I brought up, that's not what I was saying. Not because they don't have enough time together.
I'm talking about at that time prior to AJ Brown's arrival. You said that the 2020 season he came in after when Carson Wentz got hurt. The 2021 season was their lone season together, where it was just them, and then they went out and got AJ Brown.
Yeah, because you said we've never seen the Eagles without AJ.
No, what we were saying.
What would Jalen Hurts look like without AJ and Devontae as his wide receiver one? And I'm saying it's not like we don't actually have any footage.
Actually have any footage.
Curious. Yeah, we do. I'm not saying that it's going to look exactly like that, but at least if we're asking, it's not so much of a hypothetical when you can actually refer to a whole year. But
at the same time that you said that, which is true, but at the same time you said that, you also said it's a major gap between 2021 Jalen Hurts and the 2026 Jalen Hurts, which is true.
Hence, remember, I preferenced it all with, hence we can only we get a hint from 2021. At least we have a hint. Can't say for sure, but at least we have a hint. You know
what it could look like.
Right.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
That was just a preference.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. All I'm gonna say is, I personally feel that you all are going to take a step back at the receiving position, not because Devonta Smith isn't that good. Just being honest, AJ Brown is just that good. He's just that much better, and he puts fear into defenders' hearts. Nobody is afraid of Devonta Smith. That's essentially what I'm saying. And yes, you all think he's going to be really good. I think he'll be solid, but I think Jalen Hurts is going to hold him back. That's just me being honest. You know what I mean? I think we can go. I think we're going to end up going down a similar path where AJ Brown's frustration was building up because of Jalen Hurts' lack of whatever you want to say for AJ Brown. Because I know a lot of you all Eagles fans have a different opinion on that. Y'all want to blame AJ Brown. Us Commanders, Giants, or Cowboys fans, or any other fan that watches the games can see why Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown just wasn't connecting. And AJ Brown could be frustrated or whatever may have you. I just feel a step back is going to be taken, and not really because Devonta Smith isn't that guy, but because of your quarterback. And Mekhi Lemon too, he could struggle as well as rookie season because of number one. That's just what I feel.
I got a question to compound on that. Is it safe to say that the Philadelphia Eagles are in a phase of wide receiver by committee?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
where y'all had two bona fide.
Like we were last year and the year before and the year before that. All with AJ on the team.
I mean, I don't know. There may have been some discrepancies, and I'm the outside looking in, but there may have been some discrepancies between AJ Brown and everybody, but he was still 1,000-yard receiver. You know, even if there was So
was Devontae.
You know, I get it, but AJ's over 1,000 yards. That's like us saying, you know, we don't miss Micah Parsons' production. You know,
no, I'm not saying that, because you said you started the whole thing off saying it was Chris, and he was right. We're a run first team. So if you know, like, I don't mind going into any game as a team who has a wide receiver committee with a dominant run game like we have. That's a different element. You understand what I'm saying?
Dominant is that run
but
game,
that dominant rushing attack wasn't last year either. And I mean, you can definitely attribute that to some people that was down on your offensive line and stuff like that.
Hence the question.
He was very limited.
Here's the thing. This is where when we talk about concerns, you know what I'm saying? Like, you all have been concerned about the absence of AJ. The Eagles fan base is not concerned with the absence of AJ. The Eagles fan base is concerned with the health of the offensive line. And like I said the other night, you know, this offensive line is coming off of the longest rest that they've had in 3 years. And when you look at how banged up that offensive line was, it will help to explain the drop down in some of Saquon's in the running game overall. It will help to explain some of the decline in the run game, period. Okay, whether it was Saquon or Tank. But the other thing too is you could also look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They were as banged up as we were because they played the same amount, if not one or two more games more than we did in that same 3-year period. These guys played 60-something games. You know what I'm saying? And so now that these guys are coming off in 3 years, so these guys are coming off of the longest period of rest. They've had an entire off season. They're only short the amount of time that they got to play in the one round of the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, these guys have been rested. So our concern has nothing to do with the loss of AJ and his production. Not saying that he didn't have any production, but our concern is actually the O-line. That's our biggest.
I want to say, hold on to your point. Hold on to your point. I want to say, man, we got over 200 in the chat right now, man, and
That's what's
nothing,
up. Nothing
that we're asking,
buttons,
nothing that we asking is saying for y'all to come out your wallet for anything. Just something as simple as a like and subscribe. All of these gentlemen's tag is in the description, so make sure you subscribe to these gentlemen, but also like these streams. All right, let's get these likes up. That's all we asking for tonight. We will be visiting the chat. It's rolling right now. It's a lot going on in the chat, but I didn't want to stop the heat of the conversation. But we're gonna get to the chat, best believe it. But Juan Gotti, go ahead.
Before shout out to of course, want to always shout out everybody up here, but especially TP for putting this together, man. This is already, even though we're only 40 minutes in, this is amazing so far. But I gotta say this about the comment section, man. As much as I can't stand Philly, man, y'all dominate where's my Commanders people at? Like, I'm tired of seeing all these birds. I'm tired of seeing fly Eagles fly. Like, where we at, y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? But back to you, Bird. I wanted to kind of pick up because I don't want this to make it seem like, oh, I just can't stand the Eagles only.
No, go. Speak your piece,
my hatred is for all of you. I got to make that very clear.
Oh, we're gonna get to the Commanders. We're gonna get to the Commanders.
Listen,
your time is coming.
Bird,
tell them, TP. Tell them.
Listen, Bird. I gotta just say the real. You are in the crosshairs, okay? Just because of the success that y'all have had over the years, and your fan base is just But anyways, I want to back up Angry's point. Yes, and I'll say this quickly. Saquon Barkley, I'm not going to act as if we expected him to have another 2,000-yard season back-to-back. Like, that would just be insane. And I will also preface this by saying, if any of our running backs on our team gave us 1,100 yards last year, that would have been amazing, like a breakout year for our running back. Mm-hmm. So Saquon Barkley taking a decline last year is a little bit concerning, but as you mentioned, it is the health of your offensive line. But I also am interested to see how you all are going to operate without Jeff Stoutland, who was one of the best offensive line coaches pretty much ever. So this is going to be the first time that you have a new offensive line. Go ahead.
I would be. I'm not going to say I'm not concerned. I'm going to say I'm going to say it's duly noted. You understand what I'm saying? But here's the thing. You know what I'm saying? Look at that offensive line. Look at that projected offensive line. Who on that offensive line y'all don't know?
Now look, we ain't arguing that. We know y'all got one of the best offensive lines in the league. We know that.
No, listen to me. Who on that offensive line do you not know? And that's for I'm being for real.
I mean, off the top of my head, I don't even gotta look.
No. Yeah, exactly. Right. So therefore, if you're Chris Cooper, who's coming in after a Jeff Stoutland, wouldn't you feel better that you got guys who are experienced enough, that's been in the league long enough and played at a high level, that they are competent enough to pick up whatever it is I'm going to teach? Wouldn't you feel better? I'm just saying, like, if under the same circumstances, if you know, like, I'm banking on the fact that we got guys who have been in the league and played at a high level, enough of a high level, that it wouldn't be hard for them. I would imagine it wouldn't be hard for them to pick up whatever it is that this new offensive line coach is going to be teaching them. Now, if there was a bunch of rookies, different story. You know what I'm saying? I would think differently. I would feel like I think you would want me to feel, but I got too many guys who were Pro Bowlers. You know what I'm saying? Some of them went to all pro. I got too many guys on that O-line.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? To be like, I don't know if they can play now. They're not talented anymore. No, these guys have proven that part. Now, again, the health. It doesn't that concern doesn't out concern the health part. You see what I'm saying? That's the part that's got us like, oh shit, is that blood transfusion shit work? Lane. You know, Lane looked good. You know, obviously he's doing his thing, but that's where we at. And while we're like this talking about those guys, everybody else is saying AJ. And it's like, okay, go ahead. Think about that if you want.
Because that was y'all offense. Like, let's just be honest. As much as y'all don't want to give the credit to AJ.
No, it's not. It's no. Listen, and I said this to Angry and TP. One, that you Angry, TP, Chris, all y'all, and myself, we all found out at the same time that AJ told us all. He told us all that he was trying to sabotage the season. He told you all, like us, that it was him that was going to the media. So you got it. So now that we all found out at the same time, because look, man, we didn't know either. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't know either. So now that we know we got now that we know we have somebody on the team who was actively trying to sabotage the season, I don't know if I want that guy on my team no more. In fact, no, hell no, I don't want him on my team. Because thank you for everything. We got good return on investment. I feel like we got what we wanted, what we should have gotten for the money that we paid them twice. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 trips to the Super Bowl. We got a ring. Thank you, AJ. Bye. You know what I'm saying? I think the sorry's going to be more on his side, but that's his 50-year-old self kicking his 20-something-year-old self now. You see what I'm saying? But
I had more to say on that, but go ahead, take it. Go ahead, TP.
Hey man, shout out to the Tribe Called Quest. He says, salute Leo. All respect to you, Miss Linda Conyers. You bring facts all the time. Go.
Shout out to my man Tribe Called Quest and Linda Conyers. Thank you, y'all. Thank you. Y'all got me on. Y'all got me over here looking good.
All right, now I'm gonna have to side with Juan on this. Yo, Giant fans, I'm gonna just say, mount up. That's all I'm gonna say. Mount up. That's it. I don't gotta put no extra salt. Mount up, Giant fans. Get in these comment section, yo.
I ain't even asking for no 20-ball Commanders fans. I just want y'all comment. Shit.
Yeah. Word. I just need y'all in the comments, bro. Mount up. Let's go.
I guess my question is this: when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles offense, Leo, you talk about the offensive line needing to be healthy, but when you have a question mark at the wide receiver position, no shot to TP, but your offense could end up one-dimensional like the New York Giants was with Saquon Barkley, having Saquon Barkley doing most of the carrying to get injured and miss a lot of time. So are we thinking about that too?
If you think about it, you'll see that there are some instances where, especially on the 24 season, when it was like that. Because remember when our offensive line went in and went in on Kellen Moore? That's how Saquon got going to that 2,500 yards. Prior to that, it was Jalen airing it out and it was looking good for a second, but then when AJ went out, you see what I'm saying? Then it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We leaned on that run game. So it was circumstances that brought it that made it so, and then the O-line themselves going to have a talk with Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni, and they changed that, and then that's when you saw Saquon really take off that year. So I always say I preference all this with it's all evidenced by looking at the Kansas City Chiefs offensive line. They showed the same kind of decline that we did, that our offensive line, and the common denominator was the motherfuckers played a whole lot of football. The Chiefs line played more football than we did because they were going on their 3rd Super Bowl run, which meant that they played like 60 games. I think we played 58, 59, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's in 3 years, y'all. And mind you, so that means when you're done like the second week of February. Then that means your ass gotta be ready to go come May for off OTAs or whatever. Like that's a lot, And
let me get to this real quick, Leo. Okay. And blame your people. This ain't me cutting you off. This your people representing like this, man. Shout out to Linda Conyers again with the $5 super chat. She says, why is it a flex for a QB to win with a bad roster, and why would that be an expectation for a fan? Y'all got a problem with Howie Roseman, not Hurt.
I think that's the truth. I think that's what it boils down to.
But see, this is the thing. It's a flex for a QB to win with a bad roster, because when y'all want to start talking about rankings of quarterbacks, like that is a judgment. Like that is where you could really get into that bag. You know, when you have a quarterback that hasn't done what Dak has done, when he is shown worthy without that dynamic 1 and 2. Jaden Daniels has shown worthy without that dynamic 1 or 2. Dart, he has shown that he could play ball without or 1 or 2. So like the question is now up with Hurts. I mean, we haven't seen it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
like,
that's all right, I get what it is.
And one more, Leo. Hold on. Don't lose that point. Don't lose that point. We got another one for Next Level Sports Lounge. He gifted 5 to the Angry Cowboys fan membership, man. Shout out to y'all. Definitely showing love. Again, man, we are going to get into this chat. Just give us a moment. The conversation is flowing. We have another super chat to the futuristic Willie.
Here we go.
$5 super chat. He says,
that's your
raise
people's.
hell. Raise hell.
You know
Okay.
what time it is, Willie. That's what I'm talking
Hold
about.
on. Linda said, hold on. She has another $2 super chat. There is no trophy for a QB ranking. And I think we all can agree to that. We all can agree to that. Like yeah.
Linda, I love you, girl. I love you, Linda.
We
I ain't got to say nothing. My peoples, look, I'm gonna sit back. I should just mute, and I should just let my peoples in the chat handle this because they, you know what I'm saying.
It's like this though. You feel me? It's like that. I don't get it.
LeRon Nipper, 8847 with a $5 super chat says, "Keep holding us down, Juan.
You be coming through now.
Hell."
I'm telling you, this our division now. This year,
I love it. Okay. Hey, Giant fans, again, mount up. I don't know if y'all heard me the first time. Mount up.
but can I say that? Can I say this though? I think I speak for every fan base up here besides the Eagles because it's kind of, it's really Miss Linda. Shout out to her, but she really the reason why the crosshairs is on my man the Birds down here. Yes, quarterback rankings it ain't no trophy, but like TP said, Eagles fans are the same people that are going to come back and look at them rankings and say, why is a Dak Prescott ahead of Jalen Hurts? You know what I'm saying? And the first thing that they're going to say is, oh, but he got a Super Bowl. But a Super Bowl is a team award. A QB ranking is a QB ranking based off of them as players. That's why you got to obviously who else was I forgot that top 10 list, but I know off the top of my head. But I know there's some quarterbacks that were ahead of Jalen Hurts that a lot of people were looking at crazy, like, oh, why is that the case? Jalen Hurts has this Super Bowl appearance. Jalen Hurts has this.
Jay Daniels was on that list.
No, he wasn't this year. He was. I think he was an honorable mention. I know Caleb. I know Caleb Williams was 10. I know Jared Goff was 9. Baker Mayfield, I think, was 8. Which, in my opinion, Bert, and of course you can disagree. I don't expect you to agree. I'm taking Baker Mayfield over Jalen Hurts. But when it comes to Eagles fans, they're going to look at that either the head-to-head matchups or the postseason success and Super Bowl ring. Say, oh well, Baker doesn't have a Super Bowl ring. Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl ring. But again, that's a team award. We're talking about quarterback play. Who would you rather build your team around, or who do you trust more to actually put a team on the back and win games because of that quarterback, not because of A.J. Brown, not because of Saquon Barkley, not because of the team that was built around you. And we're not faulting Howie Roseman for doing his job. We're just saying, no, we're not. We're not doing that. We're not. When we talk about Howie Roseman building a team around Jalen Hurts, come on, everybody want that to be their GM. But at the same time, you cannot say that, but then not also be open to being criticized when Jalen Hurts either performs poorly like that Chargers game, or when we sit up here and say there's no reason for him not to be successful when he has all these all-pros around him, as you mentioned, offensive line, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Devonta Smith, like his team was loaded. So the same way that you're going to praise Jalen Hurts, why can't you be open to the same type of criticism when we sit up here and say, well, damn, look at his team. If Jackson Dart was on that team, y'all would win the Super Bowl or go to the NFC Championship in TP's eyes, right? Or the playoffs. In my eyes, if Jaden Daniels was on that same team, any team that y'all want to pick for the last 3 years for the Eagles, y'all would probably be undefeated. So it's like, why can't you be open to the same amount of criticism?
I'll say this. In everyone's criticism, right? And talking about Jalen Hurts and his ability, talent-wise, to play the quarterback position. The thing that I find to be most interesting is that I'm listening to people who are comparing him to quarterbacks who have not had the same experiences that Jalen Hurts has had. None of the quarterbacks that you are talking about that you place ahead of Jalen Hurts has had a different offensive coordinator every single year.
I'm not giving you that excuse, man.
Hold on. And that's part of the problem. I'm not saying you should, but what I am saying is that we all know that if we're evaluating talent, part of the evaluating the talent isn't just about how far you can throw or how accurate you can throw. It's also about the way you can process information. I mean, shit, there's a fucking viral video out there of Tom Brady talking about how he could process what the hell the Kansas City Chiefs was doing before they knew what they was doing. Tom Brady's telling everybody I was good, not because I was just a good thrower of the ball. He was like, man, I can process shit fast like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I seen that.
And that's and so when you hear the GOAT, you know what I'm saying, place such a high premium on an ability to process information very fast.
That ain't Jalen Hurts though.
And go out and perform and then perform at a high level, you know what I'm saying? Then you can't when you look at Jalen Hurts, he's had to do that 7 fucking times. So if we go back even further, he had to do it every year that he was when you count his college years.
I can't get used to that.
Before you get there, Juan, Next Level Sports Lounge. Yeah. He gifted 5 and he gifted another 5. So that's 15 altogether, man. That's 15 altogether.
Is it finally y'all year? You gonna have to blow.
Shout out to the Next Level Sports Lounge.
Hey, every Cowboys fan in here, did you just hear it? Did it come out of the 2 Cowboys fans on this panel's mouth? No. Just like I say, everybody wants to say this. Dallas Cowboys fans say we go to the Super Bowl all the time, but it's y'all that's saying that.
No, I'm asking.
Angry, let me say this, Angry. You know, I've been chilling. You know, I've been listening to everybody and everything. You know, they have to go in the chat to hype up their own team. Man, let's get some, hey, man, they represent us and everything like this, man. Let's do this. If you love us, put F the Cowboys in the chat. Let's see how many Fs. Because you know you're truly a fan. So I love that. Look, man, it's like this. But
Hold on. Let me jump in the comment section real quick. I can't miss an opportunity.
Hey, TP, I love it when you give the shout out like that. Thank you. There you go, TP. I love it. Hey, you know, every hater is a true fan. You know, they know more about our team than we do. So, you know, I do appreciate every love that we get. All the F's the Cowboys and everything like this. To me, we beating a dead horse about this Jalen Hurts thing. We just beating a dead horse. I mean, it's just a matter of opinion. Because an Eagle fan gonna think, hey, he's a top 5 quarterback. His opponent's gonna say he's a running back that throw the ball. So I really don't care, because if you're an Eagle fan, you winning with your man. If you're not, you like you're not. We wish he was there. Yep. Okay, I'm too busy trying to find my DV. I lost it.
Oh shit! He pulled it out again, y'all. He got the take. Oh shit!
I'm just saying this, man. As a Cowboy fan, I love to hear y'all go back and forth. You know, because y'all know who y'all got marked off on y'all schedule.
Absolutely.
You know, it gotta be y'all until we can beat Dak Prescott 2 times in a year.
Angry, we always irrelevant team. Angry, you know everybody else. We irrelevant. We irrelevant. But who y'all mark off on y'all calendar?
You know what,
Chris? He comes to the DMV. Hey, I went to the Go-Go, man. TP, they playing the song Cowboys in the Go-Go. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, Chris, you know what? You know what, Chris? Let me say this, because there's an aspect about the way you're saying things that just reminded me, like, I have to realize, I realized this, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I mean, we could say what we want. I mean, I to be honest with you, and I'm proclaiming it, I believe that we are in, you know, some of the dynasty years of the Philadelphia Eagles, particularly when it comes to the NFC East. I think we're building something. I do think that the only thing that's going to cure what's going on with Dallas and what's going on with New York and what's going on with the Commanders is y'all just need time. Y'all accumulate. We see the talent that y'all accumulate, and I'm looking forward to learning about more. But really, I think it's just going to be, I just need time. Either you need more players playing together or you need more time with coaches being in the same
Leo, how much time do Dallas need? Don't put us in that category.
No. I'm just saying.
I understand the Commanders and the Giants.
No. I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, time. Like their defense needs time together, and they need more draft picks and more time in that system. You know what I'm saying?
TP ain't buying that. And
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. That was not my main point. I didn't say all that to make that my main point. My main point is this: regardless of how I feel about my team, it's the NFC East. I don't fucking trust none of y'all, and I don't care how good we are. I don't trust none of y'all for some odd reason. I don't know why, but you motherfuckers, Commanders. We always, like, somebody get hurt or we lose. We always split with y'all. That's what I always think. To be quite honest with you, I always assume, you know what? At worst, we'll probably just split with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
But I want to get into that though. I want to shift this over.
I'm not gonna.
I want to shift this over to talk about the Commanders. Because we
go ahead.
We did it. Especially because Juan has been talking a lot. And it's been a little funny to me because I have my opinion. This opinion is brought to me by myself. I don't need anybody to back me. But if you do back me, you could throw in an amen or whatever you feel. The Commanders, to me right now, as it stands right now, they're the most underwhelming team in this division. I think, I've said this before, I think the Commanders will finish last in this division.
That's true.
I think that as far as a scouting port is concerned, there's only one player that I'm really focusing on. That's JD5. Outside of that, you say Devontae Smith doesn't scare you? Well, nobody on the Commanders scares me outside of JD5. I also don't know who's better, Devontae Smith, Terry McLaurin. That's arguable. We could talk about wide receivers, but I'm tired of seeing Commander fans. I'm tired of seeing Commander fans every day and night begging for Ayuk, begging for Stephon Diggs, begging, help him, please. I mean, if we really want to talk about it. If we really want to talk about it, let's talk Commander talk. I mean, that's just from the outside looking in. That's just how I feel. So,
by the way, I just want everybody to know me and TP go way back to last year, and he was sounding the same exact tone before we put BTA to them.
I don't live there no more.
TP, when's the last time y'all beat us? Matter of fact, like I think
we haven't beat Jaden Daniels yet. We haven't.
Thank you very much. Okay, so
but we have John Harbaugh now, so that ends.
That's what I was about to say. Look, rest of the panel, Eagles, Cowboys, rest of the panel. God dang, I mean, I understand John Harbaugh is a legendary coach, all that, but dang, he put that much stock into y'all. Like, we about to finish last in the division, and I think Bird agreed with you,
bro. You didn't see that? You didn't see their team meeting? You didn't see
the New York Giants. That's enough for you to feel that way.
I don't know if he was trying to hype up your team or convince himself.
Yeah,
we the New York Giants. Was he, look,
come on now, we know what that means.
Was he trying to convince himself that y'all are going to be better, or was he like, dang, did I really just take this job? I'm a New York Giants football head coach. Like,
you wouldn't know what that's like.
Y'all are going to be last. You guys are coming in last.
Thank you, Leo. But see, listen. If Cliff,
JD, like, to be honest with you, JD5 admitted is still suffering from PTSD over last year, over that injury and everything. And until y'all give his mama some pads, y'all can't protect him. Y'all not.
But Leo, listen. Look, if Cliff was talking to his team, see, the only reason why Juan is hating is because Cliff would be like, guys, y'all are the Washington Red. Y'all are the Washington football team. Y'all are the Washington Commanders. Like,
why would you say Cliff Kingsbury? Like, that's our head coach.
Because he really is. Like, y'all OC. If it wasn't for him, there would be no discussion about y'all.
Are y'all
That's
not mad?
y'all-
Are y'all not mad
hold
at
on,
Dan
TP.
Quinn for putting Jaden Daniels in
Hold
harm's
on,
way?
TP. First of all, yeah, we got to catch you back up. Cliff Kingsbury, first of all, is no longer here. Cliff Kingsbury was never our head coach. And
It's
Cliff
Eric Bieniemy, right?
Your OC.
You're being
He said
funny.
it's Eric Bieniemy.
You know it ain't
Oh,
no
I'm sorry.
Eric Bieniemy. I see how it is.
No,
Let me
my
reintroduce
bad.
you
He's
to
in
my-
Kansas City again. That's right.
Let me
It was the
reintroduce
red.
you. It's Dan Quinn as our head coach. You know, a guy that you haven't beat yet, TP. You know, you could say all that you want about John Harbaugh and all this, all that, right? Okay, cool. But again, that same narrative that y'all keep trying to run with, and yes, Bird, we're upset that he kept Jay and Daniels in for that long. Okay, you know what I'm saying, that he hurt his elbow. But the biggest thing that y'all have to let go of is the fact that y'all keep trying to say he's injury prone or Cliff Kingsbury's the reason that he was successful in his rookie season. Again, this is the same guy that literally carried this team to a NFC Championship game. Look at that Bengals game that you posted into your intro. That play call wasn't Cliff Kingsbury. It was having miscommunication. There were 10 players on the field, and Jay and Daniels threw a bomb of a touchdown.
Bro, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Three words. Is it that new car smell?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Is
Come
it the
on.
rookie season of a quarterback that nobody has seen in the league, had no tape on, could not game plan or scheme for? Second year, bro, is pedestrian, and I understand. No. See, I don't want to put that on him. Nah, fuck that. I understand that his team was injury prone and everything like that, but if it's expected out of one quarterback, it's got to be expected out of the other. You got to be able to lift your team whenever the injuries happen.
So, but that's my thing that I'm trying to get you guys to understand. For one, no, it's not a new car smell. Because again, you want to say, oh, is it because he did not have film? This guy, and yeah, college is different, but this guy played 4.5 years of college football. Right? He came in and immediately, I'm going to keep banging the table and saying he immediately came in and took the league by storm. The following season. Huh?
No, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I didn't realize you could hear me. I'm sorry.
The following season, when healthy, he only played in 7 games last year. But in the 7 games that he did play in, he was phenomenal. Besides the games where I would say week 2 versus the Packers, he did not play well. And whatever reason, we do not play well on Thursday Night Football. But every other game that he played in, he was good. That Dallas game, before he got hurt and sustained that hamstring, he was like the sole reason we were even still in that game to an extent. So no, it's not a new car smell. Everything around us last year just went down the toilet. Terry McLaurin, Jaden missed 10 games himself. Terry McLaurin missed about 6.5, 7 games. We fired both of our coordinators. Like all of our pass rushers were hurt. So it was just one of them seasons. And again, the outside narrative is, oh, they didn't have film on him. Is it because now teams have film on him? I would agree to that point had he played all 17 games and he struggled. That's not what happened. So to answer your question, no, it's not a new car smell. It's
fact check, because I like to fact check every now and then because I realize that, you know, people can come up here and say anything. But you said he played phenomenal every game. And then you said maybe not the Green Bay game. Well,
every game that he started.
The Seattle game?
It wasn't a lot.
Did he not start? Did he start in the Seattle game?
He got hurt. Did you not see what Sam Darnold did? The defense was on the field majority of the game. Sam Darnold started off the game for like 21 for 21.
But did he play phenomenal? Yes or no?
But literally, if you go back to that game, I'm not sure if you watched. Jaden Daniels was the only person that was keeping that team alive versus Seattle before. Why do you think he got hurt? Yes. Listen, hold on. Dan Quinn left him in that game longer than he should have. Yes, we can understand that. But the exact play that he got hurt on is exactly what he did that whole night. The only person that showed up trying to extend plays. He can't throw to himself. But he's trying to make plays and do all this. You probably didn't watch the Seattle game, so you wouldn't know. But yes, in that Seattle game, you cannot just go off of stats. The eye test tells it all. Jaden Daniels was the only person that was showing up.
But he didn't play phenomenal.
How?
Nothing about Nothing. I don't have to watch the game to know he didn't play phenomenal. He didn't play phenomenal versus Dallas. He didn't play phenomenal versus Seattle. He didn't play phenomenal versus Minnesota. So you can't come up here and try to dress it up and say that he played phenomenal in all these games that he played in, but when he didn't. I'm just saying state the facts. That's all I'm saying.
So I said, I said every game that he played in last year that he started in, he played phenomenal. That Dallas Cowboys game, I don't know if Angry can attest to that. We lost that game, but it was not because of Jaden Daniels. When Jaden Daniels went down, that's when everything went off the rails. We were marching.
But he didn't play phenomenal.
Yes, he did prior to getting hurt.
When did he get hurt in that game? Because
if you phrase that question, he did not play phenomenal or he did not stay healthy enough to finish these games, then I will say, you know what, you're right. But when I say he played in these games and until he got hurt, he played phenomenal. That Vikings game, he threw a touchdown in the back of the end zone to Deebo Samuel. You want to know what happened? Right through the arms of Deebo Samuel. How can he control that? He cannot control that. In that Cowboys game, he sustained a hamstring injury. Prior to him getting that hamstring injury, we were marching down the field to cut it to a 2-lead deficit. Did we not watch these games? I'm trying to.
I'm kind of fact checking right now, and Jaden Daniels went down in the third quarter of that game, October 19th, and in said game, Jaden Daniels had 156 yards, 1 touchdown, and you guys, what was it? It was 22 to 39 by the time he went out of the game.
So let's rewind what happened so I can kind of catch you up. You're looking at a box score prior to that game, prior to him going down. You're looking at 39 to 22. Do you remember what happened prior to the halftime when we scored and Kevon Turpin immediately, I believe he either took it to the crib or he had a nice decent return, and that's how you will. Oh no, it was a George Pickens bomb. It was a massive play that happened that completely shifted the momentum back into you guys' favors prior to halftime. I think it was 15 to 31 prior to halftime, or 15 to 28, something like that. It was about to be a 1-possession game because we went down and scored a touchdown, and then it remained a 2-possession game after because of what you all did, that one massive play. I can't remember exactly who it was. I just want to say it was George Pickens because he was having his day with Marshawn Lattimore. My point is being we were in that game because Jaden Daniels played phenomenal. That 2-point conversion, that touchdown to Zach Ertz, you want to look at 156 yards and only a touchdown and just say, okay, that's not phenomenal because it ain't 400 yards. Without him, when Marcus Mariota came into that game, it wasn't close. But prior to him being hurt, we were still in that game. We were driving down the field. We converted on a 4th down because of who? Jaden Daniels and his legs.
You were 0 for 2 in 4th down conversions that game.
A third down conversion. It was a nice run. My bad.
7 for 16 in 3rd down conversions. That's the
whole game. He did not play the whole game. So what I'm telling you is if TP would have said he did not play phenomenal or he did not play well throughout the whole games that he played because he did not stay in them because of injury, I have no argument. But because my point was in the times that he played prior to getting hurt and he only played in 7 games last year, ladies, fellas. So it's not a large sample size. So I can tell you in every single game he played in why I said he played phenomenal. That Bears game, he played outstanding. Who was he throwing to? There was no Terry McLaurin. Deebo Samuel was not out there. He was throwing to Chris Moore, a rookie Jalen Lane. I believe in that Cowboys game, we were throwing to Chosen Anderson and Chris Moore. No Terry McLaurin out there. No credible receivers out there. Deebo Samuel not out there. And look what he was able to do. So that's what I'm telling you. So it was just all about how TP phrased the question, by the way.
All right. So I think they must have changed the definition of phenomenal. But anyway, I'm going to say this. I think that nobody is debating who JD5 is when he's healthy. I think we all can agree he's a problem. He's a problem when he's on the field. I think the big question mark is, do y'all have enough? Because I do think y'all are going to pick up Stephon Diggs, and then I think that kind of shakes things up a little bit. But as it stands right now, Stephon Diggs is not here. So my question to you is, going into the season, if you had the receiver group that you have now, the question mark really is, does he have enough talent around him to where y'all can compete and take that next step?
Yeah, and I love that question because you first started off by saying, do we have enough overall? And I'm just going to simply say yes, because that we did a complete defensive overhaul. So I'll get to that point later if you want to ask about defense, but specifically offensively, I would love to bring in a Stephon Diggs because of the comfortability of knowing we have another legit wide receiver too. Terry McLaurin has not had a legit wide receiver two next to him like a Devontae Smith had an AJ Brown. So when you talk about that comparison of saying is Terry McLaurin better than Devontae Smith, that's when I say it's not because I want to replace Terry and y'all trying to say he's not scary. It's adding more to it because he has never had a true running mate. But now we have a young fella in Antonio Williams that's a rookie out of Clemson. Before he got banged up last season, he was literally the only thing positive about them Clemson Tigers on that offensive side of the ball last season. We went out and we got a Chigakonkwo, a young tight end entering the prime. We wanted Isaiah Likely so bad, you know what I'm saying? But I was just fine getting Chigakonkwo. He was there in Tennessee, and he's ready to ascend with more opportunities. We went out, we got Rashad White in free agency, another quality back from Tampa Bay, pass catching back, second year of our star running back Bill Krosky-Murray. We went out and we upgraded more on that. You have something to say? Or not?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I thought I heard something. My bad. This is the second year of Josh Connolly Jr., our tackle that we drafted in the first round. Obviously, Laramie Tunsil, we had was one of the best tackles. I would say probably the second or third best tackle in the NFL, depending on how you all rank them. I would also say we got Sam Cosmi, our former Pro Bowler or Pro right guard. He's finally back healthy. So to make a long story short, I think offensively we've done enough. And I think our new offensive coordinator, David Bliggity Blau, who we call him in these parts, is going to ascend this offense. And I want you all to remember that name because David Blau is going to be a head coach in about a year and a half, maybe 2 seasons. It wouldn't surprise me if this is his lone season in Washington as the offensive coordinator. That's how good that I think he will be for this team. But yes, offensively, I think we've done enough. It's just me personally, I would feel more comfortable if we had a veteran running mate alongside Terry as opposed to like a young guy.
So I will say that Scary Terry never had help.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, but before I respond to that, man, 7 decent 594. He says, Giants fan, I'd hate my life talking all the smell you are when Washington has whooped your ass. Won 5 games last year, 2 of them against sorry-ass New York Giants. Revisit this topic mid-season, please. I guess I'm kind of lost on that one. He says won 5 games last year, 2 of them against sorry-ass New York Giants.
We went 5-12 last year. We won 2 games against you all. We swept you all.
Oh, okay.
In our worst season, by the way, and y'all still believe that they're going to finish above us? God, that is crazy. Anyways,
I'll kind of get into that a little bit more when it's time to, because I don't live in last year no more. I don't live in the year before that. We didn't have John Harbaugh then. We have John Harbaugh now, and that really changes shit up. But to what you said, I do want to say, man, I think a little sneaky addition, man, and I probably stand alone in this, but I like Dewami Brown coming back, man. I was always a big fan of him. So I think that was a little underrated move, and I think that his game is only developed since y'all last had him. So I'm a little curious to also see what that is like. But I think honestly, for me to look at it seriously, I need that Stephon Diggs. I need that Stephon Diggs signing because I want to see what it's like for Terry to finally have some help. Because like you said about Devontae Smith, and this is no disrespect to Terry because I think he is a really good receiver. I'm not trying to downplay him at all. But I just want to see what it's like when he's not the focal point. I want to see what it's like when JD5 now has the options out there where he could do what the higher caliber quarterbacks are doing. He is a higher caliber quarterback, but they all have the weapons. I want to see him with the weapons. So I think it brings me more interest if that is to happen. But, as of right now, it's a question mark. Go ahead, Angry.
Like, bro, I put it this way, like Terry McLaurin really doesn't scare me as the wide receiver one, but if you were to bring in a Stephon Diggs and make him the
Fact.
wide receiver one and Terry McLaurin
Yeah.
be the wide receiver two, he would be one of the best wide receiver twos in the league.
Yes.
Terry is not
Yes.
being a wide receiver two at this point of the offseason. The only way that Terry McLaurin becomes a wide receiver two is if our young fella Antonio Williams ascends next season or the year after that. Terry McLaurin disrespect is very, very crazy. And this is the same guy that's coming from the same guy that believes when healthy, CeeDee Lamb and Malik Neighbors are like the two catapults of this division. I think a healthy Malik Neighbors has the most potential out of this whole division. I think a guy like CeeDee Lamb is clearly the number one guy in this division right now in terms of best, and you can clearly probably put George Pickens as the two. So this isn't me being biased towards my guy Terry McLaurin at all. This is just trying to be as real and transparent as possible. I think he's in for the best year that he's had in his career. Last year, Deebo Samuel gave us some quality production, but Terry McLaurin wasn't out there to give him his guaranteed 1,000 yards. So that's why a lot of people didn't want Deebo Samuel back, because it was like, well, Deebo didn't do enough. Well, technically he did. He just wasn't accompanied by Terry McLaurin's presence. So to your point of bringing in a Stephon Diggs, that would make us absolutely add a cherry on top to a phenomenal offseason. But we don't need him. It's more like a comfortability factor, like I said, because we did enough at other positions offensively, even if it's not receiver. And tight end, I think our tight end honestly is probably gonna be our second best receiver. If everything stands how it is, Chiga Conku, keep an eye out for that name if you all aren't familiar with him. He is probably going to be one of the best young tight ends in the NFL. He's entering his prime, kind of like Isaiah Likely is. Like we got them at the best time possible, coming off their rookie deals, and they're ready to both ascend for their respective squads. So.
And if Krosky Bear can help out in that run game, then that'll make your wide receivers even better, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at Luke McCaffrey too. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a massive Luke McCaffrey fan, but I just didn't want to go deep into our receiver roster because I don't want y'all to be like Jalen Lane. Who is that? Treylon Burks. Dang, y'all gave Treylon Burks an opportunity. You know what I mean? Like TP even surprised me bringing up De'Ami. I didn't want to go that deep into it because I didn't expect y'all to be like, Juan, you trying to sit up here and sell us on those guys? The only credible name we know is Terry McLaurin right now. So
you know what, the one that's the reason why. That's why I put my projected starters and my projected. On both defense and offense right here. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see that shit, Leo.
I know, because again, like if I got to face that prolific, you know what I'm saying, Commanders offensive line, you know what I'm saying, I like my chances against that offensive line with these guys. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jonathan Gennard, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I like my linebackers. You know what I'm saying? You got Jihad Campbell, Zach Bond. I like my DB 1 and 2 with Tariq Woolen and Quinyon Mitchell. If I gotta face those dynamic Commander wide receivers, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Cooper DeJean, and then you got Marcus Epps and Andrew Mukuba, who's gonna be coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you see what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Put an address on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Who are you talking about? Who gonna have to go against who? You know what I'm saying? If I got to go face that New York Giants, you know what I'm saying, defensive line, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay. Where my question marks are is just the health. That's it. But I like my guys on offense. You know what I'm saying? I like Lane Johnson. Y'all know who he is. You all know who Jordan is. You know what I'm saying? Tyler and you know what I'm saying?
We know your whole offensive line. We envy you. We know that you don't.
So what I'm saying, I'm just saying, if you telling me, you know what I'm saying, that I gotta go against whatever it is that you say your team is or your offensive line, my answer is these guys. That's what I gotta do.
I can see that, but at the same time, notice how you brought up all pros and Pro Bowlers, and we can say, okay, yeah, those guys are elite. But if I sit up here and tell you, man, you're going to have to worry about a De'Ami Brown or Jalen Lane, especially I know TP ain't going to be worried about that until he see it. So it's like, why would I even expect to go in them details with those kind of guys?
Well, let me
personally, go ahead, my bad.
No, I want to say this because I want to be clear here. And I want to be honest. Like, of course, I'm going to talk my shit, but when it's honesty time, it's honesty time. I worry about those guys when JD5 is on the field. He's shown me that. Like, when JD5 is on the field, a Dwami Brown, a McCaffrey, like their game is on
Elevate.
steroids to me in my book. Yeah,
Exactly.
they elevate.
Elevate. Yeah,
So
sure.
I don't necessarily look at it like that in y'all case because I feel like I know enough to know that can very much happen. Now, if we were talking about the Philadelphia Eagles and you switch their wide receivers over there, we're talking a different song, respectfully. But that's just how I see it. Defensively, now I will say up front, mean from linebackers, defensive line, mean. But again, the question mark to me is in that secondary. Well, corners to be exact. I think I can't believe I'm saying this, but because I would have assumed that the Giants would be last in the corner position, but we may be 1 and 2 as the worst corners in this division. So, how do you feel about that? I mean,
okay, I get
Yeah, okay, that's a great question because I will say this. Outside when we come to our defense as a whole, everybody up here, we had a overall, like literally, we brought in Kayvon Chase on, we paid Adafe Owe that bag, we brought in the Tim Settle interior help, we got a boatload of help at the linebacker position. I mean, Sonny Styles at 7, come on now, like, well, that guy was projected to be one of the best linebackers, or he was one of the best linebackers in the nation. Wearing 0 at Ohio State is equivalent to, I don't know, like just something outstanding. Like only like the captains or the best player can wear that number. So Sonny Styles is the linebacker position. We went out and we signed Leo Chanel. We all know that name. Kansas City Chiefs, number 20, the 25-year-old linebacker entering the prime of his career. And then obviously got Frankie Louisville. Philly, y'all know about Frankie Louisville. Whether y'all want to say he's dirty or not, you know how number 4 gets. He plays very hard and he's tough. I don't disagree with you, TP. I think our cornerback questions are very, very reasonable, right? Because obviously we have Mikey Sanders still from Michigan. I really think he's really good. Of course, I think he took a step back last year due to the defensive scheme. So the jury's still out on him. It's a question mark there. Our projected cornerback 1 who locked down Malik Neighbors in his debut, Trey Amos, he's dealing with a broken leg. Basically, he's come back from a broken leg injury. However, he is really talented. We have high hopes for him, but again, we have to see it. We haven't seen it on a consistent basis. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Amik Robinson from Detroit. We went out and we signed him as well. And he's going to, in my opinion, have a monster season. I think he's really good. I think a lot of people put too much stock in him being undersized because he does something that we have not done in years, and that's forced turnovers. I'm talking peanut punch. I'm talking Mikey Sanders has led this team in interceptions over the last 2 seasons of his career. So talent-wise, I think we have some there, but again, it's not the most talented part of our defense, and I can understand why you would have questions about our cornerback room specifically because it's not the best.
Shout out to Jean 45G with the $10 super chat. She says, "What up, fellas? What do we have here? Leo fraternizing with the enemies. Go Birds."
Jean, I'm church cheating.
Shout out to Jean.
For all the saints in the building, y'all know what that means.
So listen, I think that overall, I think overall, like that to me are the biggest question marks regarding the Commanders. But when we putting all the jokes aside, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, when you step on the field with y'all, you can't sleep. Y'all definitely play with an intensity that I believe that my Giants are going to come with. And so I'm looking forward to that aspect of it. Mm-hmm. And that explains, you know, why we haven't been able to beat JD5, you know, and you know, we're going to stay tuned for that. And I'm also just waiting on, I think any day now is going to happen. I'm just waiting for, you know, that Stephon Diggs move.
I hope so, but I don't think, I'm not like too sure. I think they're going to wait till training camp fully gets underway and they see if we're struggling in camp, okay, go out and give a guy like Keenan Allen or Stephon Diggs a call, maybe. I personally want it to happen, but I think they're confident enough in the potential of this room because, again, the potential of this wide receiver room is through the roof, in my opinion. From our rookie guy to Treylon Burks, who was a former first-round pick, ironically enough, involved. And the reason why the Titans were comfortable enough trading A.J. Brown to the Eagles because they drafted Treylon Burks. He didn't pan out there, but he had a really solid season with us.
But he's injury prone
when he was healthy. That's a person that you could say is injury prone. Yeah. I will agree with you with that one. If he stays healthy, he's so flashes, but that's the biggest thing with him. So.
Right.
All right, Dallas, it's your turn. It's time to put the attention on America's team.
Don't stutter when you say that. Don't stutter when you say that.
That's us. That's us.
So, I mean, listen, I'll start with this. I honestly do think that y'all are going to have a offense that's going to be a problem for not just this division, but for this league. I think that it's going to be fireworks. CD, George Pickens, run game, Dak. It all sounds like a recipe for disaster. The big question mark is not on the offensive side of the ball. It is on the defense. You know, how do y'all feel at this moment about what y'all were able to do this offseason? Y'all trying, you know, y'all made some moves, you know what I mean? But is it going to be enough to where y'all could take the division and y'all could basically do what the mainstream media is trying to push and just make a push in the playoffs?
Well, I'll say that because I know Angry got some stats for your ass. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm like this. Our defense was so bad we let Russell Wilson look good. Our defense was so bad we let Jalen Hurts score 21 points on us. Our defense was so bad Washington almost beat us. This is the problem. Okay, so when they got rid of the defensive coach, I mean, I was a proponent of firing the defensive coach in the middle of the season and say, man, let's just rock what we need to do. Because to me, it was just utterly ridiculous of when you can sit on the couch and you know what the other team is going to do and you still couldn't stop it. You couldn't stop it. I mean, you could. Lane Johnson probably went up to the line of scrimmage and said, hey, bro, we're running right here. And they couldn't have stopped it. It was just terrible. It was just traditionally the worst defense ever seen in my life. And Cowboy fans, we were still hanging tough as long as we could. That's bad when you got to score 35 points and you still lose a game. You know, it was just terrible. So the Cowboys actually did something that I was actually shocked at. They addressed the problem. A lot of times over the years, the Cowboys will put a Band-Aid over the problem. Okay, they'll go into the season and say, "Oh, this guy was a former number one. Oh, this guy was a starter on this team. Oh, this guy used to be an All-American at Ohio State," but they couldn't play damn football. You know, so this year the Cowboys, thank you, Giants, for not taking Caleb Downs. You know, I still don't know what the hell you guys were thinking, but you needed a guard. Congratulations. You can't anyway, but I'm like this. I appreciate what the front office did. The front office said, look, I need a good defensive coach. Oh, let me go to Philly because Philly got the number one defense. Let's go get him. Oh, we need a safety that we've been needing Angry Cowboy for the last 10 years. Let's go get the best damn safety in the damn draft. Oh, we need a linebacker that can actually play football. Oh, let's go trade for D. Winters. Hey, we need cornerback help. Let's go get some more cornerbacks. That's what they did this year. We got a turnover on defense. What, 6 new starters, maybe 7? And I still don't think it's enough. So for us, our offense, we already know what's going to happen. Okay, we know what's going to happen. You just try to contain it. Okay, the defense has to stop something. I'm looking forward to a full year of Quinn Williams. I think you can't run the ball on the Cowboys now. You got to attack their corners. That's our weakness right now on defense. You got to attack the corners, but you cannot run up the middle anymore. Go ahead, Angry.
Absolutely, man. I've gone on record saying that this year's different for the Dallas Cowboys. And I don't mean different as we're going to the Super Bowl this year. No, I don't mean that type of different. The difference that I mean is the simple fact of since last offseason, except for the acquisition of Matt Eberflus as the defensive coordinator, they've been meticulous on how they're operating as far as the front office is concerned.
Oh, the activity.
Yeah, the activity.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
so,
the activity.
You bring in, shoot, I'm drawing blanks. You bring in a George Pickens, to see what you can help CeeDee Lamb with. And then not even that, at that Cardinals game that I was at the trade deadline, you go out, you get a Quentin Williams to pair with a Kenny Clark. You know what I'm saying? And it continues to go from there. At the end of the year, we knew we wasn't making it to the playoffs, so play it out. But then it's like we started. Once that ended, we started seeing what we needed, going out looking for that head coach. And like you said, Chris, went and got a head coach from one of the best defenses in the league. Yes, Philadelphia Eagles, your defense was and is a juggernaut. And so this past off season, bringing in a Kobe Durant from the Rams, bringing in a PJ Locke from the Broncos. Jalen Thompson from Arizona Cardinals. Bringing those guys in and having a really good draft. Some people they kind of skim over the draft and they say, "Oh, Caleb Downs, round one, you got to go with Malachi Lawrence. You got to go with Jayshawn Barham. We got some help in Devin Moore in the 4th round at the cornerback position. We got cornerbacks that are coming off of injuries that are getting braces taken off of their legs, and they're able to have a complete off season. We got a lot of things in Cowboys Nation, especially that front defensive. It's going to be impenetrable. And people are talking about the, oh man, well, y'all don't have any elite edge rushers and stuff like that. We're going to get the penetration, no Diddy, from the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come from the middle, and your quarterback's going to get flushed out to those outside linebackers, and that's where we know the destruction is going to start. So it's the defense, the offense as advertised. Jerry Betts right there. You say Tito Agbonya, another good addition to the Dallas Cowboys front four. Well, this year is going to be a 3-4 by nature. So your front three. I just got a feeling this year. I ain't saying Super Bowl. I ain't saying nothing like that, but we damn sure going to get further than where we was last year because our defense can't be any worse than it was last year.
Leo, it's our year, baby.
He started it.
They can't help themselves. It's okay. They can't help themselves.
Can I ask this though? Can I ask this question to the Cowboys fans? I got a funny question, but also a good a statement. If DeMario Overshown finally stays healthy, oh man, that dude is the potential on him, man. I'm telling you, like. I'm not even going to say I'm not going to say he's as good as Micah Parsons or what he'll ever reach Micah Parsons level, but that dude has shown flashes over the years. He's just, again, his health concerns being healthy. But I got a funny one for you. Who was worse, Matt Eberflus or Mike Nolan? Which defense was worse?
I honestly,
you got an A or B. Which one? I'm saying all of the above.
They're kind of right there, but I think Matt Eberflus edged him out.
Oh wow!
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Well, we had the traditional worst. I'm sorry. Go ahead, TB. I'm sorry.
Don't lose that thought. I want to shout out to my guy Eagles Drew, man. Actually, one of the sensible, one of the the ones that you can talk to, guys. He's a good one. Eagles Drew. Shout out to him. With a $4.99 super chat. He says, Dallas offense is overrated, not trolling. Top 5 offense, but ranked 18th overall. Exchanging field goals for touchdowns get you a 7-9-1 record. Go Birds.
Not having a defense, having to put up over 35 points per game is what gets you to lose games.
Did you think
not having a defense?
Did you think when you were up 21, were they overrated then? Yeah. So
Nah, but then y'all
And
went,
that suspect
but
ass
then y'all
defense.
went and hired the guy whose secondary y'all went up 21.
No, but my thing is this. But
That's your
let's not get that
defensive
twisted,
coordinator
Leo.
secondary, bro.
Let's not get that twisted, Leo. Like I said, at the bird section, they're not infallible. You know, they
Absolutely.
are great. Quinyon
Absolutely.
Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, they're great.
Yep.
But they're not untouchable. And Dak Prescott, because it's an NFC East rivalry and we kind of know each other, is able to exploit. You know what I'm saying? So
that's this is why, you know, why I have it up here. You know what I'm saying? Because I could just put an address on everything and folk can put an address
see
on.
that.
No, wait. But because the thing is that if we're gonna have this conversation, all right, fine, fuck it. Let's have this conversation. Because let me explain to you who you got to see. All right, so you got 9 guys on that defense who are going into year 2 to year 3 of the Vic Fangio defense. Okay, you've got Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, Tariq Woolen, Quinyon Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean all looking to make a bag this year. They're eligible. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to deal with you got 2 guys on that defense. 10 of those guys on that defense have all won a Super Bowl in the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So when you're telling me that I got to face this prolific offense of George Pickens, Javonte Williams, or CeeDee Lamb,
Jake Ferguson,
and Jake
Ryan
Ferguson,
Flournoy.
everything like that. Yeah, because you know Jahad Campbell was in the running for Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, and Zach Bond was an All-Pro. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Since that's what I got to face with, you know, I mean, it's not like y'all don't know who these guys are, but the one you don't know is Tariq Woolen. You ain't got no film on him, and Jonathan Gennard on this defense. Again, so you're talking about a highly motivated defensive, a plethora of weapons that you're going to have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, on the offensive side of things for the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got a lot of guys who are coming into their own. This is and I'm sorry, not on the offense. I'm sorry, the defense. Every single person on that defense is in year 1 of the Christian Parker experience, and none of us here have any idea what that looks like. Now, some of us do, because Christian Parker was our secondary coach. And to be quite honest with you, we love Christian Parker. You understand what I'm saying? But we dodged the bullet, because if you were going to take from the Philadelphia Eagles, it would have been and hurt us would have been Clint Hurt. Okay, so you got the wrong one. You see what I'm saying? But he's a good guy. I'm just not sure if the tempestuous hearts of the Dallas Cowboys are prepared to allow Christian Parker to cook. You're absolutely right. Both of you nailed it. You are moving different this year. I call it activity. I'm always judging my team off of what the activity has been since the failed year before. Okay? And that's what I'm judging off of. And based off of what I've seen, I'll give it to you. You guys have some activity that does look different and everything. But once again, it's like what Stephen A. Smith says, just wait. Just wait. They'll never let you down. Just wait. That's the factor y'all got with you. So I'm just sitting here thinking, like, you know, because again, it dawned on me again. I'm sitting here listening to people whose teams won 4, 5, and 7 games last year, and this is insane.
Hey, I think one of those games, I can't remember exactly, but I think one of those games was versus Philly on primetime in front of the world.
Yep.
But anyway,
let me.
That's the one. Hey, you got us bad day at the offense. You got us.
You know, he know our record, but he didn't sweep the division, did he? Did he
Not at
sweep
all.
the division?
Not at all.
Right, that's all I want to know.
Whoa, wait, Chris, what did I tell you? It's the NFC East. At worst, we're probably all going to end up splitting with each other. I don't care how good we are. I don't care if we're in a dynasty. There's something about you fuckers that we always end up splitting. Nowadays it's rare for us to sweep. More likely, I mean, not the Commanders. I mean, everybody's sweep, but I'm just saying, it's like it's one of those things where it's just like I don't put any. It's the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we all have a way of bringing each other down to earth. To be quite honest with you, the game that we lost against the Giants, when that belt to ass game, that was a down to earth game. And what did they do with it? Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I disagree.
Against the game against the Cowboys when they came back on us when they were down 21. That was a down to earth game. What did they do with that? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? You won 5 games. You won 4 games. Great. You won 7. Wonderful. We won 11 and became NFC East champs 2 times in a row.
And that's it.
And
in the grand scheme of things, that's it.
That was a bad year for us.
In the grand scheme of things, that's it.
Hey, Dallas, quick question.
No banners with no NFC East championship.
Exactly, and that's why I said, and it's a bad year for us. We still think it's a bad. Like, please, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
what's the bottom line? What did Jalen Hurts say? Keep the main thing the main thing. What's in the W column and what's in the L column? And you're right. That's why I said I call it activity. I call it, what's the activity? What happened? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the year, what happened? We just found out about some shit that happened like 3 years ago. We literally just found out about some shit. All that shit with AJ, and it was over pussy. 3 years ago.
And y'all was rooting him on those 3 years.
Huh?
Y'all was rooting him on those 3 years before
exactly.
y'all found
That's
out.
what I said. Yeah, hey, angry.
Loving them 1,000-yard seasons.
We found out
they ain't gonna be missed.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying we found out the same time you did.
Yeah.
What were we doing during those times? Cheering it on. You know what I'm saying? But now he's not here no more. So everybody that was here last year ain't here now. And this is what we got to do with. So when I look at that offense, you know what I'm saying? And I say, okay, I don't see AJ on there no more. But I'm okay with Mekhi Lemon and Dontavian Wicks. And if I'm not okay, and if they're not okay, then I'm okay with Hollywood Brown and Darius.
I wish we had a soundboard. I wish we had a soundboard for that.
This.
What?
Go ahead, what?
No. It's only because
if that's not going to work, then I'm okay with Saquon Barkley. I'm okay with Dallas Goedert.
Saquon Barkley isn't sure. What I was trying to get you to understand earlier was that the reason why I said AJ Brown was the catalyst to your offense is because he's a matchup nightmare. It is more prone for a defense.
Wait a minute. What do you think you are telling me that I don't know about AJ Brown?
I'm not telling you that. I'm showing you. Well, I hope you know that because the way you just said, hey, look, if we can't get the production out of so-and-so, well, Hollywood Brown is cool. AJ Brown, yeah, AJ Brown was good, but we're not like you all missing his production. How you said we feel out when outside looking
once again, you missed the overall point. I said the activity. I was talking about the activity. AJ Brown is no longer on this team, right? That's a fact, correct? And so now that we've gotten rid of AJ Brown, the activity was to go get Dontavian Wicks and draft Mekhi Lemon. So that and go get a Hollywood Brown. So if that was the activity, judging that activity in light of AJ not being here, I'm okay with that. Okay, I like that. Those were good moves since y'all did that shit. If you're going to get rid of AJ, you better do something. And they did something. Look at what they did. You don't think that's good?
So no, I was not missing your point. I'm going back to the top of the show. When you told us that us as Commanders, Giants, and Cowboys fans or any other team that's not an Eagles fan, you said that we are more worried about you all losing AJ Brown than you all are actually because of Saquon Barkley, because of other pieces that you just mentioned.
I said on the priority list. I said you guys think it's more of a priority than we do.
And we have a right for that opinion. And I'm about
I'm
to
not
tell
saying
you.
you don't. No,
I know, but I'm trying to explain to you why I feel that way.
I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not discounting anything that you are saying.
I got to finish first so you can understand what I'm trying to say.
What I'm trying to tell you is stop telling me that we think this. When I'm telling you, no, that's not what it is.
Cool. All right. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna just say this. Okay, I'm gonna just say this then, since it's a disconnect somewhere. Saquon Barkley is more. It's more easier to be able to shut down or adapt to limiting Saquon Barkley's success, as we seen last year. Even though you want to point to the health of an offensive line, opposed to an AJ Brown, and then you went into listing the rest of the receivers. I'm not saying that you believe that it's an equal production. But you're saying you're fine with Mekhi Lemon. That's a question mark because we don't know what the young fella is. You're fine with Dontavian Wicks and Hollywood Brown and a slew of other receivers, and that's why TP kind of laughed. And I had to back him up with that because it's like, whoa, you're saying you're fine with that kind of production. How do you know you're going to get that production from in my opinion, guys that are Jags? It's a reason why Hollywood Brown's on his third, fourth team. It's a reason why. Where's the disconnect? I'm confused.
The disconnect is that I am not saying that I am fine with Dontavian Wicks and Mekhi Lemon replacing AJ Brown's production.
You're just happy that they did something.
Yes, I'm judging the activity. That's all. I don't know what they're going to, what Dontavian Wicks and Mekhi Lemon is going to look like. I have absolutely no idea. But when you conduct the act of getting rid of an AJ Brown, what's the move to fix that, to address that? Oh, y'all went and got Dontavian Wicks and Mekhi Lemon. I don't know what they look like, but okay, based off of who they are and everything like that. All right, I'm okay with this activity. I don't know what the production is going to be. And
of course, and I don't expect you to go into a season not being positive or optimistic.
When you get rid of the AJ Brown, who's the monster and the most, and you're scared of him and all this other shit, when you're the team that gets rid of him, you got to do something. What is your something? Our something is they went and got Dontavian Wicks and Mekhi Lemon, Hollywood Brown, and we got other players on the team. So.
That's my fault. And that's my fault for not. I don't expect you to not be positive or optimistic about those guys. But again, the whole point, and again, why TP was kind of giggling is because I was just saying simply, Saquon Barkley is not a guy that I'm not gonna say he doesn't fear us anymore, okay? Because it's still Saquon Barkley. But as Angry said earlier, you got to stay healthy again with a guy that's going to be required more of now. Is it fair to say Saquon Barkley's going to be having to take on a heavier load now that a 1,400-yard all-pro receiver is no longer there? Is it fair to say that?
24 when he was there?
For sure.
In 2024, he was there.
Let me ask you something. Has he ever demonstrated an ability to at least do it?
What? It's Saquon Barkley, yes.
Okay,
he did it. He did it with the Giants.
He's also showed the ability that he can be the liability for your team. Just
but
check out.
Again,
hello. Thank you.
Once again, I not enough to shake my supreme confidence in his ability too.
We don't expect you.
He is a very competent running back. So okay, even with his mistakes and everything like that, I still have a supreme confidence in his ability to perform at the running back level, even with the mistakes that he may have made, and even with last year's production or lack thereof. It's not enough that I would not have a supreme confidence in his ability to play the running back position.
Okay.
What's your plan B?
Real quick before you get there, please don't lose that point. Hold on to that point. Linda Conyers again with another $5 super chat says Eagles go to 12 and 21 personnel, utilizing 2 tight ends and including 5 people to spread the ball to, and not a wideout dropping the ball on purpose.
Y'all really think AJ Brown was out there dropping the ball on purpose?
Bro, he told us. I told you. He told told everybody. He did the interview.
Go ahead, Angry. What was you saying? Go, because I cut Angry off. Go ahead, Angry.
I don't forgot that other statement, but
I'm saying,
but I'm just saying the whole.
This is all brand
but
new.
what I'm saying is the whole time that AJ Brown's been a Philadelphia Eagle, he's been purposely dropping the ball.
I don't know. We don't.
No. Because him and Jalen Hurts were close until that shit popped off between them. Come on, bro.
Angry. Listen to me. The one thing I get to do is I get to tell you it came from the horse's mouth. This is what AJ said. He did that interview and told that girl the day he got traded. Yes, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know about the whole time, but I could tell you that I could tell you what he said in that interview.
Please,
and that's where I'm drawing all my thing. It's what he said. That was the purpose of the book. He was trying to get kicked off the team. He was doing all kinds of things.
Hey, doctor, this is what we're here for, madam. I'm sorry. I can't hush.
Let me go to Chris. Chris Dooley says, I don't know what's a better battle, this round table or the Giants guys camera fight between 480p to 720p resolution.
Yo, I was going to make a joke.
This shit was lit 15 years ago when the Giants was deep. Hey, listen, man. Let me explain so everybody has an understanding, right?
It's like having a DVD.
Yeah. So listen.
VHS.
Said his future is bright as hilarious.
I think Angry don't know. Yeah,
no, that is so fucking funny. Because listen, the reason as to why we were late is because for those who don't know, man, I live in El Paso, Texas. I'm in the Army, right? And I'm in the desert. So, like, the Wi-Fi is stupid here. Like, I'm trying every avenue that I possibly can. El Paso, Texas. This is Fort Bliss. Fort Bliss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fort Bliss. And
places in the world.
Yeah. So I'm literally in the middle of the desert. So that is hilarious that you said that, because that's literally the reason why we were a little late getting the show started. But oh man, you got me on that one. That's hilarious.
TP is true, because one of the guys on our show, the Cowboys podcast, he's in El Paso. And he's always battling his internet too. It is,
man. It's crazy out here, man. It's definitely crazy. But
thank you, Blaze.
Listen, I believe it's my turn. Let's talk about our beloved New York football Giants. Yes.
We're the New York Giants.
Hey, y'all.
All right, I gotta go.
I believe some of this take is my fault, because I put him on with a guy who used to play for John Harbaugh, and he was giving him all kinds of gems and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I believe some of this is my fault too. I've contributed to this.
Oh yeah, shout out! Yeah, definitely. That was dope. That was super dope. I want to start by saying this, and I'm not trolling, and this is not just me being extra. But this is what I truly believe. I think that the New York Giants is going to finish first in this division. And I'm putting that out there because I believe that we finally have the medicine to what we've been missing, right? So you look at us last year, we've been really punching everybody in the mouth with just straight determination and some talent. Not a lot, but just some. And I feel like the main thing that we were missing, it's not a quarterback. It was not all these other things that people may have thrown, but we missed a certain culture, and we missed leadership. We missed coaching. We have that now. Mm-hmm. We have that now. We have John Harbaugh, who is going to match the energy that these players are going to bring, and we finally have a culture. A culture. Y'all haven't dealt with the New York Giants having a culture in some time. So what I mean by that is y'all all are going to, throw the ball in the air and talk about your quarterbacks and, be all pretty on, ESPN and all that stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to punch each and every one of you in the mouth. Oh. Each and every one of you. Now, this is a John Wick moment, because I want to look y'all in your faces and tell you, we're coming for all of y'all, pause, and it's going to get bad. It's going to get bad because we're going to out-physical y'all. And I always ask myself going into the season, what makes us different from the rest of the teams in the division? What makes us different is that y'all are not prepared for the physicality. Y'all don't want to tackle Scatterbowl. We've seen that already. Y'all don't want to have to get off a Pat Ricard block coming full steam ahead. We finally have an offensive line. Yeah, all that bad offensive line shit that y'all had to go against. Yeah, no more. No more. Oh, y'all want to ask who's our targets? Oh, I'm glad you asked. The best thing for y'all, the best thing for y'all is for Leak to rest. That's the best thing for y'all. Because when he gets back, it is curtains for each and every one of y'all corners. Dallas doesn't have an answer for Leak. Washington doesn't have an answer for Leak. And Eagles, we're going for blood. We're going for blood.
And y'all think
notice how he said we ain't got an answer.
Does Leak have an answer for that surgically repaired knee?
We ain't got an answer.
He know that 2-7, huh?
Yo, he's not. Listen, we all are on the same page on this side. That Leak is not coming back until he's ready to go. That's
maybe
just
not come back the same player.
He will be back. He will be back the same player
until late in the season.
Y'all could hope for that. I would hope for that too. I would hope for that too.
But what I'm saying is, like, DeMarvion Overshown had that same type of injury.
Chase Young had that.
Hasn't come back the same player yet.
Yeah.
Is Malik Neighbors going to be able to come back and be that explosive player? I'm not saying that he ain't going to be a dominant player, but he went from 100 to 90 real quick because of that surgically repaired knee.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Because there's a difference between, me talking hopefully and then talking reality.
Gotcha.
As a Giant fan, that's all I could do right now is hope so. That's it.
Gotcha.
Like I don't have anything to base it off of. We have training camp is here. He wasn't put on a pup, so I'm only assuming that they're going to test where he is right now. They're going to see how that's looking. So talk to me.
Real shit.
I heard you on the Sneaky Show. I heard you on your own show, and you've been hyping up your G-men, quite a bit this offseason. And hey, it's your mob. You're supposed to. I appreciate it. But are you telling me honestly? In my space,
hold on. Why y'all laughing?
because for the same reason why y'all was laughing at me. God damn it! You know what I'm saying?
The question is now I got love from Harbaugh because I'm a diehard Michigan fan. Go Blue. Okay, I'm diehard Harbaughs. I love them. Okay, but you telling me your team is going to win the NFC East against these three teams just because of coach? Is that what you're saying?
That's the main ingredient. There's other factors to it, but that's the main ingredient. See, the thing is, I know what we look like stacked up against y'all when we didn't have the weapons that we have now. Like, I know what we look like when we didn't have a Denard Wilson as a defensive coordinator. So, like, I'm even more confident to know we get momentum in this season. It's going to go a lot differently than what people assume.
But that's what y'all look like to us now. Everything you look like, like you said, I know what it looked like when that's what y'all look like now. Y'all it's still the same thing.
Yeah. And guess what?
And that's why
I'm glad you're speaking. But you should be, because we put belt to ass on primetime. Where's y'all? So if anybody should understand that, y'all should understand that. I understand if it was a Commander fan talking to me like this, but we whipped y'all.
Yeah, but when you're talking about punching people in the face, realize who's gonna punch you back. Look at that. Put an address on it. Who on your offense gonna punch Jonathan Gennard, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and Nolan Smith? Give me some names. Put addresses on that shit.
Come on, man. Scat got highlights on y'all linebackers. What, Vaughn? Was it Vaughn? What's his name? He got highlights running over him, man. What are we talking about?
Right. So that's going to happen again. That's what's going to happen again.
Like, of course. Of course, we have the best left tackle in football. I know Juan. He likes to talk Tunzel. But Andrew Thomas is the best left tackle in football. And not literally, but in this division. In this division.
Hold on, wait. Trent Williams.
Get him.
No. I had to. You see, I had to retract. I said in his division.
He's
top 3. Yes, for sure. For sure, and that's no disrespect, because at the end of Tunzel is him.
Let me get a refresher, because I pride myself on knowing a lot, but I can't need a refresher. Jordan Mailata plays right or left tackle? Just a refresher.
Left tackle.
I don't even know if I'm taking him over. I love
Exactly.
Jeremiah.
Exactly. That's why I said, bless your heart.
No.
Bless your
No.
heart.
Yeah.
No,
Bless your heart.
no.
Wait,
Because
okay.
y'all are uneducated on Andrew Thomas. That's all that means.
So we're very known about Andrew Thomas, the 4th overall pick, right in front of
talking about an offensive line.
Okay.
Number one picks 4 years in a row, right? So y'all been trying one offensive lineman. Y'all got mad. Told him he need to work at McDonald's or some shit he did.
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about Evan Neal?
Evan Neal experiment failed drastically.
Well, guess what? Guess what? See, I really got to get into my bag now. See, because the thing is, though, we could all laugh at Evan Neal at what he looked like at tackle, but we won't be laughing at Evan Neal when we move him to guard. It's going to be a completely different thing. Because I'm telling you, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Kind of like how y'all did Eric Flowers, right? Y'all had to move a tackle to guard. Like y'all always.
He went to y'all,
and he played damn good with us as a guard. But my point is,
I'm saying like.
But my point was that you're continuing to draft these first round tackles that are turning into guards, so you're kind of missing on these guys when it's like, what are we doing?
No, that's old news. That's what I'm saying. That's old
news. I was just kind of saying y'all have a history of repeating that.
In New York, it's a new day.
Yeah. We're the New York Giants. I forgot. We're the New York Giants.
Facts. Thank you. Now we're getting it. Thank you. Now we're getting it.
I will say this, TP, and I'm not trying to troll. I'm not trying to troll when I say this, TP, and again, this is a little bit different because John Harbaugh has.
Hold on, Wagati, hold that point. Don't lose it. Hold that, because I just want to remind. Hey, Dallas, didn't we beat y'all too? Oh, okay, my fault. Let's get back to let's get back to what you were saying. I don't care. A win is a win. A win is a win. Why? They are talking to us like they swept us. They are talking to us like they swept us.
No. Hold on.
Win the most important thing.
Thank you, Leo.
Yes,
Leo.
Important thing.
Leo, TP.
We got 11 of them last year.
Listen to this. Giants, we thank you for beating us week 18. We thank you for skipping over Caleb Downs for offensive lineman, because if you wouldn't have beaten us, we might not have gotten Caleb Downs. So thank you.
Downs is still not the answer for Leak. He's still gonna have a field day on that secondary. Like at the end of the day, Leak. I mean, week one, y'all may not see Leak, so y'all should be happy about that. It's still gonna be BTA, but it's not gonna be in the fashion that it would have been if Leak was there. But my fault, Juan. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You good.
Know about your quarterback and his decision making, so I don't think he's gonna do much against Dallas. So Cam, I am worried about is because he is a monster in the run game. I can say that. But bro, you still got to get somebody to block for you. And I don't care who you drafted. Y'all ain't blocked nobody in 10 years. So, when you talk about
we have to update that. We have to update the news. We We have a better offensive line than the Commanders, but y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that.
If Cam's got to keep flipping, Cam's got to keep flipping and busting his ass. He might get
hit the update button, y'all.
TP, why do you
hit the update button, y'all?
Why you keep coming to attack me? First of all, you said that your tackle was better than mine, and your tackle was not even better than Laramie Tunsil or Joey Mailata. That's for one. And overall, collectively, no, he's not. Joey Mailata, the rugby player, this dude is, oh my God. Joey Mailata is amazing.
Our edges.
Thank you.
Dude, is this a stretch? This might be a little bit of a stretch. This might be a little bit of a stretch, Bird. Shit, Landon Dickinson might be. Come on, that's not even Landon Dickinson.
All right. We hear troll. All right, I wasn't sure until this very moment. But now I caught on. He's trolling. Okay, I got it. I just needed to pick up. All right,
that's not.
Yeah, now I know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yo,
guys. Y'all really have to do your Google. Y'all have to do your research. Andrew Thomas is him. Like I'm telling you.
How many Pro Bowls Andrew Thomas been to?
Let's look it up. I don't know. Let's look it up.
I'm gonna just say one, but like Landon Dickinson and Joey Mailata clears. Like we literally just had this conversation about how good they are. We literally just said we don't even. Hey, Bird, you don't even gotta say your offensive line. We know how good y'all offensive line is. Like, come on now. Like we already know that.
Oh, he's never been. He's never been.
Thomas
and it's really because it's injury history. It's really because it's injury history.
So he's never been.
He's never been. But that's not the end all be all to me. Like, that's not the end all be all to me. Like, Pro Bowls doesn't define anything about who Andrew Thomas is. Like, see, that's what's wrong with Philly. Hold on. That's what's wrong with Philly. Y'all care too damn much about rankings and all this extra shit. What about the eye test? What about I seen Andrew Thomas completely exit Benito out the game when we playing Denver? What about I seen Andrew Thomas go against Myles Garrett and neutralize Myles Garrett when we went against them? Like, these are things that I seen. I don't care about the rankings and all that other crap. Like, I don't care about none of that stuff.
But
he has been an all-pro, my guy.
Yeah, never been an all. Yeah,
he's been an all-pro. He's never been a Pro Bowl, but he's been an all-pro, which is crazy. I don't understand that.
Yeah, like it's. I don't really. That's why I don't really go by the pleasantries of the awards and all that other stuff. Like, honestly, the best thing God has gifted me is my eyes. Like, I can see it. You know what I mean? Like, I can see it.
I didn't even say Larry Johnson. Damn.
Exactly. All pro is better than Pro Bowl, so you figure he would have made the Pro Bowl off an all-pro season.
You know what? Let me ask you this. For all the Commander fans in the world, I want you to answer this, and I want you to answer it confidently, and let's see if the panel will agree with you.
Make sure you talk to us nice, because you ain't beat us in about 6 years, man. Go ahead and talk to us
Okay. Nice. What position group is the Commanders the best at in the NFC East?
Position group?
Position group, yes.
Quarterback. I got the best quarterback in the NFC East.
All right, y'all. It's been a good night. It's been a good night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us.
In the NFC East.
Yeah, thank y'all for Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Thank you for lending us your time.
Y'all want to laugh about that? Okay, cool. Laugh about that. I got the best linebacker core in the NFC East.
Say, man,
I don't even know about that.
Is that vodka or is that water?
Pick,
is that vodka or water you drinking? I'm just trying to figure it out, bro. I mean,
I ain't gotta go to linebacker. I can stand firm on my take. I got the best quarterback in the NFC East.
You know, your quarterback literally performed 1 year, okay, and he's the best. All of a sudden, this is just amazing.
And this ain't even the Commanders fans talking. This the NFL media saying this.
I'm understanding you hyping your team, but the facts and truth, the truth. You know your quarterback is not the best in the East because he has to perform. He has to play in the games. He has to win the games. He is not the best in the East. You may get third,
Third is crazy. Third is crazy. I have the best. Then this ain't even coming from just Commander fans. This is coming from the national media that talks about Jaden Daniels and the light that he does. You know what I'm saying?
In Washington?
No, in notice I said the national media. Notice I said that. By the way,
hey, look! Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy, Big Dash, man. My guy, Big Dash. He always says, man, you could tell when somebody got new money, and this is what it is with the Commanders, man. They ain't never had a quarterback.
Just like you with Jackson Dart.
In fact, who? Eli Manning. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? I've experienced that.
You're talking about new money. I thought you were saying us having new money, saying we haven't had a quarterback in a while. We know you've had Eli Manning. You won Super Bowls. I'm saying I thought you were saying we haven't had a successful quarterback in a while, and I'm like, y'all haven't had nothing since Jackson.
What I'm saying, this is what it is you finally have somebody that is, I would say, elite. Is that fair to say? An elite quarterback. We could put him in the elite speak.
Are we? So okay, TP. If we're saying that, if we're saying Jaden Daniels is elite, thank you for saying that, because I personally feel that way.
Not yet.
But is Jalen Hurts elite? We're talking about quarterback play. We're talking about as talent evaluators. Is Jalen Hurts elite?
So I'll answer that. I'll answer that in 1 second.
Notice
but Randy Cadell, shout out to him for the $5 super chat. He says, what did ESPN rank Daniels in QB standings?
Honorable mention.
Well, he was number 11 in QB ratings. And this should tell you how highly they think of him. He played in only 7 games last year, and he was left off the list by 1. And he only played in 7 games.
My point. He only played in 7 games. You keep
yes,
proving
but
out.
prior to but that's y'all. That's the point that y'all are missing. Y'all are saying he's injury
You
prone,
keep proving
but he
the point.
played.
They still
That's
riding
not
the rookie year.
proving your point. Because
As
you all said in the comments, said everybody gets hurt at some point in sports. But the point that I'm making to you all that y'all keep trying to say is he's injury prone when he played in every single game of his career in his rookie season.
Like 4 times. Yeah, you told us
because
that.
I'm trying to get that through your head. Because Dak Prescott had a broken ankle. Dak Prescott's always having some injury concerns from time to time. I can't say he's injury prone. He had one. Dak Prescott had one major injury, and that was his broken ankle against the Giants a few seasons ago. Jalen Hurts, I can't remember Jalen Hurts having any major
I thought he
injury.
almost ripped his
the hamstring off the bone.
Oh, the hamstring off the bone. So that's what I'm saying.
Because of a broken thumb.
Yeah.
And you don't hear me saying he's injury prone at all because it happens. It's a couple seasons here and there. You know how elite your offense is when Dak Prescott is out there. My point is, go ahead, TP, you got it. Go ahead.
No.
I don't know. When you say it happens, I don't think that happens. Like, if I'm not mistaken, these injuries are all different, correct?
Yeah, they were all different last year.
So it's freak.
So like that's
Thank you. It's freak. It's a freak injury. It's not something that's consistent. It's a freak
all right,
injury.
real quick, I got another $5 super chat, man. Shout out to Talking Sports with Bill. He says, so you think Giants O-line can't block? You gonna find out week 1, son. Yeah, man. I mean, we know the truth. They don't know it yet.
Okay,
they don't know it yet.
You know what I mean? Giants fans finally represent.
We know.
Let's go.
Y'all remember that?
Bill. Thank you, Bill.
Hey, people remember that 40 burger on opening night. So you don't want that again.
That was a long time ago. I don't live there
but
anymore.
I will tell you this, Juan, real talk. JD5 has the potential to be an elite quarterback. He has the potential to continue to take the NFL by storm, but he also has that potential to be a CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
You don't hear from him anymore.
There, man. You
know,
know,
I see some CJ Stroud in him too.
See, and that's the narrative that I was hoping y'all didn't go to. First of all, let's talk about it. CJ Stroud, the narrative that y'all want to put on CJ Stroud is so bad. It's so misleading because he still led his team to back AFC championship title. AFC South titles, playoff wins every season of his career thus far. CJ Stroud, what I will say is he may be shell-shocked because ever since he lost Tank Dell, ever since his offensive line went down, he may be a little shell-shocked because he's getting hit so much. So of course he may look at the
Wait a minute, did CJ Stroud say that he was shell-shocked?
No. What I'm
JD5 did.
What I'm saying, JD5 said he had PTSD because he got hurt.
That's what shell shock is.
No.
I did 6 tours in Iraq and 4 in Afghanistan. I know the lingo.
Okay,
shell shock and PTSD are the same thing.
Shell shock and PTSD. You're okay. Jaden Daniels got hurt and he broke his. So what are you? But
Jaden Daniels said Jaden Daniels told everybody he's got PTSD.
Let me ask you. He said he had PTSD from that night for a while because of. It was such a traumatic injury. Let me ask you, if you're running and your elbow twists a whole direction, are you going to sit up?
I'd have PTSD.
Okay, but what do you continue to do every single day? You don't let that stop you from
work through it. Yeah,
exactly. Thank you. So that isn't going to change Jaden Daniels at all.
How you know? You seen it?
Hey, real quick. I want to say this, right? Because this is a comment that I see all the time, right? Randy Cadell, shout out to you, $2 super chat. He says, I see repeat RG3. So listen, I want to say this about this statement. And Randy, I think that you're coming from an innocent place. Let me just say that. So this is not to you, right? But I just want to be careful on statements like these because when I watch these games, I also like to watch it from a perspective of always respecting the player, right? Now, I do not like the Commanders. I do not like the Eagles. I do not like the Cowboys. But I hate when people go through injuries that are like life changing and career changing. I don't care where it happens. I hate it. Right. So I don't want to project that on Jaden Daniels. I understand it is like a concern, right? It is a question mark as to, okay, is he built for this game, right? And again, Randy, I don't think you came from an ill will point of view, but I just say this to say, because I know this is a comment that we see all the time. I don't take it there. I like to just be respectful in that manner, right? Because I respect is just a big moral in my compass, right? So that's just that. But shout out to you, Randy. Appreciate you, bro. Mills with the $2 super chat says, we need a new QB. I'm tired of Dak stat pad Scott. Well, that's one of your own. So
you have the minority out there. Go ahead, Chris.
Well, I like to address this comment. Okay, they're talking about PTSD, and we Cowboy fans, right? So Cowboy fans is always, what have you done for me lately? Okay.
Yep.
We're always in old time syndrome. Roger Staubach, or what Troy Aikman did. They hated Tony Romo, but as soon as Tony Romo left, he was the greatest quarterback ever. And it's going to be the same thing with Dak Prescott, the leading passer for the Dallas Cowboys in their history. They always got something to say, but let Dak Prescott win a goddamn Super Bowl. Oh, he's the greatest Super Bowl ever.
We them boys. We them boys.
So this is the only thing at the Cowboys.
He's Jalen Brunson, Dallas.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
This is the only thing I hate about my Cowboy fans, because they're selective in when they want to cheer for their fucking quarterback. Okay, right. I've seen all five. I'm old enough. I've seen every damn quarterback that played for these some bitches. Okay, but look, man, when you don't support your own quarterback, and a lot of this too, man, and we from the South, a lot of it is race too. A lot of people don't want to say the shit. Say it. It's race too. Okay, but look. Man, look, Dak Prescott is an excellent quarterback. If Dak Prescott played for any other team in the NFL, y'all would be saying, hey, he's top 10 quarterback. But a Cowboy fan that always dog out his damn quarterback is irritating as fuck to me. And if it's kids in here, I apologize. But it's ridiculous, man. How you going to dog out
Talk your talk.
How you gonna dog out your own damn quarterback who gave you everything he had on the damn field? You want to go back and talk shit about your own quarterback? You talk shit about your own family? And we supposed to be family. Everybody, you always see Dallas Cowboys for life, but you got an asterisk behind it. Fuck it. If you ain't a Cowboy fan, don't be a fucking Cowboy fan. But I am.
I say people. It's like people don't realize that whole Quincy Carter era. The era before Tony Romo, before getting the franchise quarterback. Like some Cowboys fans act as if the quarterback position grows on trees, and I ain't shouting the Washington Commanders out, but I see why y'all are so amped about Jaden Daniels is because it took y'all so long to find a franchise quarterback. And now that you have a franchise quarterback, it's like, let's go. They don't grow on trees. Mm-hmm. So as soon as Dak Prescott leaves, and then we get that whole era, we don't make the playoffs 5 years in a row. Oh, I wish we had Dak Prescott. I wish Tony Romo was still quarterback. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like come on now. Right.
Anyway, I'm sorry, TP.
Again, shout out to my guy Randy with the $5 super chat. He said, "No disrespect at all. I want him." To be the best that he could be. I really meant no harm to a player. And for sure, I didn't take that. Shout out to you, Randy, again, man. I don't believe at all that you meant any harm.
Can I say this, man?
Wait,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, TP. I'm sorry.
Another $4.99 super chat. Shout out to my guy, Twist. Yeah, all right, here we go. This is one of my guys, man. Twist is in the building, man. Washington fans got to roll up another joint, man. They still high off a blunt from 2 years ago. They ain't come down yet. Fact, Twist. I'm with you. I'm with you. Shout out to Twist for the $40.99 super chat. All right, my fault. Chris.
I have to say real quick, man. I want everybody to be healthy. because that's how I want to judge my team. I want Jalen Hurts to be the best he can be. I want Jaden Daniels to be the best he can be. I want Jackson Dart to be the best he can be because I don't want no excuses. Okay, well, you beat us when we didn't have this person, or you beat us when Saquon wasn't there. That's dumb to me, man. I want every person in NFL, man, to be healthy. Okay, it's I love football, bro, and I hate it when the stars ain't there. It's like watching a preseason game. So yeah, I know the little thing about the RG4 and all that crap, man. What happened to RG was tragic, man. It was.
Yes.
I love the kid, man. Texas kid, Texas all day, do or die, And FYI, I know I'm a bad parent. They call CPS on me because my son is a Commander fan. I apologize for that. But
oh yeah, you should have told me that. You should have told me that. That's what I like.
CPS I said sometimes.
Poor Chris, no. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
Man.
Chris, crazy, man.
Yo, but I am gonna I'm gonna challenge you guys. We hate each other's teams, NFC East, but I want to know something that scares you about an opposing team in the NFC East.
I'll go first.
I love that. I love that. Good one.
I hate any other team in the NFC except for one. Punk ass, trick ass, book ass, hoe ass Eagles. I hate them. Anyway.
I'll take it.
The one are you asking Angry Crowd, the one person that I'm fearing?
Like what do you fear? I'd love to do what do you fear from each team in the NFC East.
Okay. All right. The one for Washington,
I like that.
For Washington, it is their quarterback play because that's the only thing they got. That's it.
Damn.
All right. For the Giants is Scatterboo. I just think he's just a dominant running back, and I think if Washington can block for them, it'll be fine. And with the Eagles, it's always their entire defense because they're stacked. They're stacked everywhere. So if you can just get up on them, I think you're fine.
Okay. All right. Anybody else want to answer that?
I'll go next. Yeah. I love this question. So I'll go next. Commanders, quarterback, point, period, plank. It ends there. It starts and ends there. Quarterback. Dallas, it is that passing game. I'll just be a little particular and say the passing game. I won't, I see Dash in the chat. He says scared is crazy. So I won't say scared. I would just say, something that I'm looking out for is definitely that. For the Eagles, I would say I want to say defense, but I want to just be a little particular. I would say defensively, neutralizing us when we put the ball in the air.
There they go. You can say their names. They right there. Remember,
I'm just saying. I would just say
that little ass shit, Leo.
Yeah. I would just say I have no doubt that we can't run on the Eagles. So I can't, honestly say that I'm necessarily worried about that. In a passing game, will we be able to get ours off in a passing game? If anything, I would say that would be the thing that I would be focused on. But that's it. Real quick before anyone else goes, another $10 super chat. It's Talking Sports with Bill. He says, honestly, I fear Cowboys offense, Eagles their defense, and JD5 for Commanders. So, okay, yeah, we pretty much on the same page. On the same page with that.
I'll go next. If you want me
go
to.
Ahead.
First and foremost, I'm actually surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because y'all don't know yet, and that's understandable. But that none of y'all said our defense, and for the simple fact that because if Jaden Daniels stays healthy, the biggest thing that has held us back from reaching a potential Super Bowl, at least that 24 year, was our defense. So if you're expecting Jaden Daniels to still give you somewhat of that production they gave for 24 with a relevant defense or a better defense, that would be the scary part. Because I'm telling you all, our defense is on paper amazing. But what I would say for the Cowboys is what scares me is that Shoddy ain't no fluke, man. I'm gonna just call it what it is. I thought Shoddy. I said, man, why did Jerry Joe Hutch hire this dude, man? Like, who is this dude? I thought they was gonna go out and get a credible guy head coach. We all thought that wasn't gonna work, and Shoddy came in, man, and he gave y'all some juice, dog. Like I like him as a head coach. I was completely wrong. And that's my biggest fear is like you guys actually might have figured it out at the head coach. It ain't Mike McCarthy. It ain't Jason Gerd. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might have actually got y'all the guy. And it didn't seem like it at first prior to the season starting last year. But then, of course, we know that offense was rolling and things like that. And again, like you said, both Cowboys representatives up here. That defense is the reason why they couldn't go no further. So for me, it would be y'all head coach that y'all got a legit coach, man. If he's able to replicate what he did last year again this year. For the Eagles, man. For the Eagles, for me, it would be Jalen Hurts silencing all the critics. Because even though we've seen him perform at a high level in the postseason and he's a Super Bowl champion, I mean, Bird, I'm sure you hear it every day. Nobody truly respects Jalen Hurts. I mean, we've talked about it immensely tonight. Nobody wants to give Jalen Hurts his true credit, and everyone is back against the wall yet again. Oh, no AJ Brown. Can he prove it without having an all-pro receiver like that? What is he going to look like now with another offensive coordinator? Is Sean Minion going to come in and be able to help him? And he's not going to have a Kevin Patullo year, since a lot of the bad was Kevin Patullo, right? This new offensive line, no Jeff Stoutland. You know what I mean? What is this going to look like? So my biggest fear is that, man, if Jalen Hurts goes out there and silences the critics it's nothing else I can say anymore. He's already won a Super Bowl. And now he goes out there post AJ Brown. Hey, what did he say, Bird, in that one interview with that shiny ass chain? That's what y'all wanted to see? That's what y'all wanted to see? If he goes out there and does that for 17 games in a postseason, man, it's nothing else I could say. And as far as the Giants, man, it ain't nothing that scared me about y'all. Y'all gotta beat us first, man. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, man. Like, it ain't nothing that scares me about the Giants, dog. Like, so I tried to think hard about it, man, but I couldn't find anything that scares me about your Giants.
I can't wait, particularly for the Commanders. Oh, I can't wait. Big Dash, you are stupid. I can't even find a comment, but he said smashing something on the Commanders' sheets is diabolical.
Nah, it give you that plus 10 power, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Plus 10 all stat. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, y'all stupid. All right. Angry, did you go? You ain't go yet, did you?
I ain't went yet. All right, with the New York Football Giants, I just feel that they had a really good draft. That their defensive front has always been an issue. You know, it's been able to lay hits on Dak Prescott, whether it's hurry ups. He still completes the passes, but those hurry ups, they get you. Cam Scatterboo also scares me. When Malik Neighbors comes back, the passing attack as well as the escapability from Jackson Dart, that all scares me. John Harbaugh doesn't scare me because John Harbaugh really didn't know how to use Lamar Jackson properly. So he really doesn't scare me. The Commanders, Jaden Daniels. And I mean, and I know the question is like, well, if y'all, every single one of y'all on this panel said Jaden Daniels, so if y'all saying that, then why isn't he considered a great quarterback? He has the opportunity to. And you guys drafted my guy Sonny Styles. I was a Sonny Styles guy over a Caleb Downs, but the whole fan base was Caleb Downs, so I kind of followed suit. And with the Philadelphia Eagles, it's their defense. I mean, the defense overall, because the defense has the most continuity. The offense, I'm begging you to throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm begging you to throw the ball. If your offensive line is back, let's see what that rushing attack looks like. See if we can stop it. See if we can. I mean, I can't even say stop it. See if we can slow it down. But overall, that defense is what scares me. And with the Cowboys, another thing that scares me is if Jerry Jones creeps his creepity fucking ass out of the shadows and ruins stuff for us in the training camp.
Like what his wife said, like in that way. What his wife said, you just can't leave well enough alone.
Whose wife? Jerry
Jones' wife. Remember when they did the documentary and he was saying how his wife jumped in his ass because he did something he shouldn't have did, fucking with the team. And she
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't watch that documentary.
Oh, dog, I watched it. It was good.
Nah,
I watched it. It was good. Oh, his wife, like there are a lot of things that a lot of the times where, like going back to the Jimmy Johnson era and everything like that, when in that movie, when they talk about that, they talk about what his wife said to him. His wife went the fuck off on him. She was like, "You just couldn't leave shit alone."
That documentary was one of the reasons why I can't stand it. Stop living in the damn 90s. I don't give a shit about the 90s. What I care about is these fans that are 29 years and younger that haven't experienced the Super Bowl. Forget all that documentary shit. We want another ring. And Leo, I think you next, brother.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I'll say this. Every one of you guys' takes. And I'm better. I feel like my cup has been poured into. I do feel like my cup. I will leave here feeling like my cup has been poured into, and I will look at the things that you guys have told me to look at. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I know more than what I did, but I've sat here and I've listened, and I am struggling, y'all. I'm really struggling because I don't fear nothing about anything about y'all. Now I'm excited. I'm excited to see what my offense is going to look like against this new Dallas defense with all the things that are going on and everything like that. But not much to fear. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited though to see what we could do. How are we going to the things that we could do to limit JD5? You know what I'm saying? And also what I'm excited to see what my offense looks like against Dallas. I mean, the Commanders linebacker core, the new toys they got. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see, you know what I'm saying, what this new attitude towards situational football is going to look like from the Giants. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not all that excited only because I expect it to be a little bit of a shit show only because they're in year one of the John Harbaugh experience, and he's still got to learn how to play with the new toys he got. Now, I acknowledge all of you are in the midst of a multi-year rebuild. You know what I'm saying? Some of it predates your new coaches, others predates your new weapons. But you all are in a multi-year rebuild. So I think you all are on the come up so long as for different reasons for each of you is why it's just going to take, other things that could fuck it up. But y'all look like y'all are trending in the right direction. Whereas for us, it's a retool. And so, when you think about the way for us, it's not just, yes, let's look at who we have, but then it's also what assets and resources do we have available to us? And how do we strategically deploy those assets and resources? And because I get to have the most supreme confidence in my general manager, Howie Roseman, regardless of how people think of him or what they may say and everything like that, the view here is different. We're definitely breathing different air. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, again, like I said, I'm sorry. I really struggled. There's nothing about
Who
you
do y'all
guys.
think y'all are? Like,
We're the current NFC champion, and
like, who do y'all think y'all
Yo,
are?
Big Dad said it. Big Dad
Oh,
said
my-
it.
what did he say?
Eagles fans got to sit on a high horse.
And you're right.
Yeah,
You know what?
man,
And you're right.
like-
and you're right. I would say if I were you, I would be. I would say this though. You know, because you're right. You know, Juan. Like one thing I don't think. You know, this is when we talk amongst ourselves. Okay, when us Eagle fans talk amongst ourselves, one of the things that we always talk about, we say because there are things we say to ourselves, we say to each other, and then there are things we say when other people are around, right? And one of the things that we always talk about a lot of times is we say, y'all know, do y'all realize, you know, like they all this material they giving Jalen Hurts because he don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? He don't say shit. That's part of the reason why the local media, Philadelphia media market, can't stand Jalen Hurts. They hate him because he doesn't say anything. He doesn't give them anything. You know what I'm saying? Even and but what he does is he speaks through action, which is why when he came out there and sat down and said, "That what y'all wanted to see?" He didn't.
I don't know.
Like some ass whoopings don't need to be announced. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, ass whoopings just need to happen. They just need to be implemented.
I think he say a lot. It just ain't.
I don't think he don't say like that. Listen, the things that he do say, bro, they can't. It don't make sense to them. They don't like. I'm telling you, they don't like him. He says yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Real quick,
yes,
Leo,
no, sir, and
not
they
to
can't
cut you.
stand him for it.
Let me cut you off real quick. Twist, man. Shout out to Twist for the $9.99 super chat. He says, stop with the hardball hate. He put Baltimore in position to win every year. He can't hold on to the ball for flowers. He can't catch a pass for his all-pro tight end on a 2-point conversion or make a field goal for his kicker. And another one is shout out to Jacob.
Coach him?
He $10 super chat. He says, I know you weren't talking about the Giants and the rebuild when we whooped y'all ass last year.
Exactly.
And Jacob
Back
with
then,
another
the
$10
offense
Yeah, we was back there like.
says,
Yeah.
he says, and that was without a coach on
this.
the and that was without a coach on the sideline. You think you guys stand a chance this year? Because I don't think the Giants are sweeping the Eagles. No problem.
Again, that's why I say bless your heart for thinking that. But that okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a whole lot of what I refuse to do. Okay, the one thing I refuse to do is to convince you otherwise. I refuse to do that. If this is what you think and that's your take, so be it. Yes. Okay? Because the only thing that's going to answer any of this stuff is time. So
Yeah.
I'm prepared, you know. That's all. Bless
Yo,
your heart, though.
Yo, chat. If you're my age, you ain't gotta tell me. But was this how we were back in the 90s?
Absolutely. Yes.
Because I said that. I was like, Eagles fans remind me of Cowboys fans back when we were winning Super Bowls.
You were worse.
Is it true?
Yes, you were worse. You were worse than this. I am showing you what it looks like to be a modern era, winner, and what it looks like. And this is the way it does. There's a listen. I've given you all grace.
What did it look like for y'all getting there?
So
I've given you all grace tonight.
So listen. But before we call it a night, man, I do want to take the time to make sure that we go through the comments a little bit and we chop it up with the people. So rapid fire, everybody. If you got something to say, hopefully I can reach to you. The comments is going crazy right now, but we gonna if it's dedicated to your team. Y'all go ahead and do a rapid response, but we gonna get that started. Also, listen. If you haven't already, make sure that you like this stream. Like this stream right now. That is the way you can support each and every one of us. We don't care about money. We don't care about any of that. But just the simple things like liking the stream, subscribing to us, man. Even if you are a fan of the op. Look, man, let's continue to keep this ball rolling. We hope that you enjoyed yourselves. We hope that you enjoyed jumping in the chat, talking your shit. But let's jump in the comments, man. Let's see what we got here.
See Cassie Roswell, the Cowboys fans that are young as yourself. We need this damn ring. Real talk. We gotta knock them birds off. Real talk.
Let's see. Let me see where we at. I scrolled up. Dumb eye. Let me see. It says right here, 864 Cowboys fan says, Cowboys beat they self, flags, drop balls, not knowing routes, can't pass block defense, can't stop nothing, but it's Dak. Let Dak go. It'll fix all that. Let some fools tell it. We got Lord Vaughn here says, we don't need y'all to agree with us, but understand we what y'all trying to be. Y'all think y'all the almighty.
Yeah, y'all are what we have been.
I ain't trying to be like the Eagles. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to be like the Eagles. I don't want to be.
Y'all are what we have been.
Listen,
5 times over.
4-13, 5-12, 7-9-1.
Let me tell you why I don't want to be like the Eagles real quick. I don't want to be like the Eagles because I don't want to know what it feels like to even though I'm a Super Bowl winning head coach, they want me fired after week 5 every season. I don't want to know what it feels like if Jalen Hurts has one bad game. Oh, we need to move on from him. Oh, AJ Brown's a diva. Oh, this, that, and the third. I don't want none of that pressure every single year. After winning a Super Bowl and going to the playoffs, and year in and year out, why am I not comfortable? Why are we not having contract extensions for Nick Sirianni? Why did Doug Peterson get fired even though he led you all to your first Super Bowl ever? And I think he had another postseason year in him before you departed with him. So I don't want to be like the Eagles. I don't want that kind of pressure. Dan Quinn leads us to the Super Bowl and continue us to have playoff berth after playoff berth. He's getting a contract extension, man. So I don't want that pressure. I don't want to be like y'all. I'm good.
And that's why you'll never be a diamond. We're diamonds. That's the point. Pressure creates diamonds.
Man.
You will be
Shout out to my guy, Big Dash Knows in the chat. Super dope New York Giant content creator. Listen, all my Giant fans, especially all my Giant fans, man, if you are in this chat, make sure you make your way over to Big Dash Knows, man. One of the best doing it, man, over here in New York Giant land. He says rocky ass storyline. I believe he's referring to Jalen Hurts for sure. But shout out to Jacob.
Big Dash, Big Dash. I did one of these with him. Shout out to Big Dash. Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's my guy, man.
I did an NFC East Roundtable with him, and
so I know he represented well. Then,
let me tell you something.
You picked the right guy,
bro. Listen, let me tell you something. I was so fucking mad when he left because I think he had something to do, like some family thing to do or whatever. He had to go, so it was totally legit. But I was so mad when he left because it was like with you, TP. You know what I'm saying? It was like a breath of fresh air. It was someone who knew their team. It was someone who you could freshly engage with. And it was a good show. It was one of Game Time Brian's, a really good show for him. But it was Louis T and me and I forget who else. But it was like when he left, it was like. You know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. Shout out to Big Dad. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Hit me up, man.
For sure. Yeah.
Hit me up, bro. Shoot me an email or something. You know what I'm saying? That's a good one, dog. I respect him. I respect his opinion too, like you, TP.
Yeah, he was funny as hell in the comments tonight, man. I like when he lets his hair down, although he's bald. But I like when he lets his hair down and he he's on the type of time he was in the comments. That's my guy, dog. That's my guy. Gene with a $2 super chat says, "Angry Cowboy, y'all was horrible in the 90s."
Thank you, Gene. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Understand, those years encompass high school and college for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? High school and college. No, I'm sorry. No, yeah, high school and college, yeah. And watching the Bills. So, and remember, we went to 4 NFC Championship games in a row. You understand what I'm saying? So
Eagles Drew with a question right here. He says, why CP couldn't coach Ringo, Adoree', Jacorian, and Brown? Why he didn't make them all pros?
Because everything a coach touch ain't gonna turn to gold.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. Rollcout 5177 says, can't wait to see what the Commanders' defense can be this year. Underwhelming. Underwhelming. All these
Juan,
folks.
you muted, Juan. You muted.
Yeah.
Underwhelming is crazy. Come on. Hey, TP, like, what's up, though? I think TP really got some. He really don't like us because they ain't beat us in a while, man. So
Yeah,
that's what it
duh.
is.
You got a defensive
No, but I'm saying,
coach in Dan Quinn.
he, it's like he had, you know how I said I got Bird in my crosshairs. It's like he got a different disdain for us right now. The second they beat us, oh my God, I'm getting off the internet because it's gonna be their Super
Y'all the
Bowl,
ones
man.
I want.
Yup.
Y'all the ones I
That's
want.
exactly how we feel about y'all. And we have to sit there and listen to that shit.
No, Bird. You should feel like that about all of us.
I do. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like that about all y'all. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
But it's just, what can I like, what can I say? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Our defense is gonna be really good. I'm just gonna let you guys know that.
Lord Von saying for a 7-win team, Cowboys fans still horrible right now. My thing is this: what you expect us to do? We might be good. We might be good. I don't know. We got to see what training camp gonna be. Fuck that. I'm saying everything except we go into the Super Bowl.
I can't wait till we do this show again.
Now, but here's the thing, though. All we've seen,
Juan.
I'm talking about us and the Commanders and the Giants. All we've seen is 2 7-win years. So,
hey, I got.
Who said we was gonna be
the last
Thank
2
you.
years.
Who said we was gonna be a top 15 defense?
I'm just asking. I'm just telling you what you look like to us for the last couple of years.
Oh no.
He just done. Like, okay.
Nah,
I hear
put
you.
up
I hear what you're saying, but I'm looking at what you've been doing. Nothing about what you've been doing these last 2 years tells me I should think otherwise.
Okay.
Y'all made some moves, y'all got some activity and everything like that, but it's just like what Stephen A. Smith says all the time. Just wait.
Okay.
Just wait.
Okay. And I'll tell you what the Philadelphia Eagles are. I'll tell you what the Philadelphia Eagles are. You guys are little bro. I don't give a damn if you won 2 Super Bowls in the past 3, in the past 5-6 years. You are still little bro, not even to the Dallas Cowboys, but to the NFC
East.
Everybody in the NFC East has more Super Bowls than y'all do. And I ain't trying to hear about no damn championships when people were wearing leather helmets and there were only 10 teams in the damn league. Nah.
Hey, I think you are 10 billion% correct when you say what you just said. The only problem with that is because your way of thinking on winning is from the late 1900s. You fail to realize that's not as big of a flex as it sounds.
All right.
Listen, Bean and JP.
But when you become, but see, here's the thing: when you're not looking at it, like show them the VHS tape again. I mean,
let me go ahead and tag my tag team partner.
Yeah, that's why you don't know these things. Let me tell you what happens, right? See, there's this thing called now.
What you say, Chris? What did Chris say?
Let me tell you what this would give me with the Eagle fan. Okay, yeah, we had the VHS tape. But it took you 60 years to win one. So when you did win your little championship in the in a real NFL, y'all was on that ticker tape. Remember, the Philadelphia, the Steelers, the Steel Cheers. What are y'all when y'all merged the team with the Steelers? That was the only time y'all ever won any kind of championship.
We was back. Yes,
back before the Cowboys existed.
You're 1,000,000% correct. But again, it's from the late 1900s. At best, you guys are more like tune-up teams for us. That's what that at best. You're more like a tune-up.
Listen, y'all Eagle fans, man. Y'all, man, that delusion, man.
They pinky up for real.
Yeah.
They pinky up for real.
Man.
Hey,
real quick. I want everybody to answer this too. And Cowboy Chris, man, I want you to start it off. I want you to answer this one first. He says, who is going to win the NFC East? Y'all chow on that question.
I think they all just
Hold on, TP. You want to do that tonight? You don't want to wait to the next?
Oh, we know we. Oh, yeah. We gonna. Yeah, okay.
I don't fear none of them.
Okay.
Okay. We'll wait. We'll wait.
I mean,
We'll wait.
Power perceived is power achieved.
I don't expect none of us to not say our own team. So actually, we can say because the record prediction will be a 7-3. We ain't going into the record.
Right. Yeah.
We all gonna say our own team, right?
That's what I was expecting.
We'll be 13-4.
The only person that I don't think should say anything about winning the division is TP. But he said that. I was appalled when he said that earlier. That was crazy. He said the Giants gonna win the NFC East.
Yeah,
hey, listen. I just want to say this, man. I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna let y'all say your closing words. But I'm gonna say this real quick. Y'all are welcome. Y'all are sitting with somebody who really does this shit. So right now, I don't expect y'all to understand. But see, it's really gonna hit when we get into the middle of the season. Y'all gonna look back at this stream, and y'all gonna say, "Oh shit."
Y'all in the draft again, huh? Y'all looking in the draft.
Y'all gonna say, yo, I thought he was playing, but yo, he really knows what.
That's why I'm talking saucy now. So we could go back to this. I know. See, that's the difference. I'm not afraid to put myself out there. So I talk that shit. But we could definitely. I love being able to go back to this at the end of the season and be like, that motherfucker was, wrong as shit, or he was talking shit. I love it.
That's why we do it. That's why we do it. But listen, man,
and everything. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But listen, again, man, I hope each and every one of you enjoyed. I'm gonna ask y'all again to please make sure that you like this stream and follow each and every one of us. The links are in the description. Leo, let's start with you, man. Let's start with you. Go ahead and give your closing words, man. Let's go.
Okay, 4, 5, and 7. That's what I had to deal with tonight, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what did they do with their wins against us? 4, 5, and 7. And that's what I have to. So until you show me otherwise, bless your hearts. You're trending in the right direction, but bless your hearts. That's it. And shout out to everybody from the Birds section. Come see me. Make sure you like it and hit the subscribe button for all these channels. Peace. Go Birds.
Yes, sir. Dallas, talk to him.
All right, listen, it's bless your hearts, but it was bless your hearts for you guys for 50 years, over 50 years until 2018. So a drought can happen and a team can come out of a drought. But I want to take the time to thank you guys on the panel for having me. TP, thank you for having me. Juan, it was great meeting you. Chris, it was great doing work with you. Leo, as always. And everybody in the chat, I just want y'all to know this. Y'all were great tonight.
Yeah.
The camaraderie in the chat, even though it was back and forth, it was great. And I want to let y'all know, just because we got these logos on our hat doesn't mean that we're at war. You know what I'm saying? On the battlefield, on the playing field, it's one thing, but in real lives, it's straight camaraderie. All right. So,
yes, sir.
From one Cowboys fan to an Eagles fan, Giants fan, Philly fan, Commanders fan. One love. I appreciate each and every one of y'all.
I am smacked.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
Chris, before you go, Jean sneaking in another $2 super chat. Shout out to her. She says 4, 5, and 7 shrug birds. Shout out to Jean. All right, Chris, it's on you, baby.
Well, look, man, y'all truly got me fired up for the season now, man. I appreciate the invite, man. I love coming on roundtables with the home team, meaning the East. Okay, I call y'all the home team. Hey, I watch everybody on this panel every game just because I'm trying to see what y'all doing to see what we can do to beat y'all. Okay, what I got to say about the Cowboys, we've been doing this gangster shit for a long time. And we're going to keep doing it. All right, we was trending before it was a word trending. So, hey, you say
talking nice.
Yeah.
We've been trending, players. So you know what? These up, hoes down. These bitches can't swing y'all pal. The Dallas Cowboys. Oh, Lord.
How about them Cowboys? I ain't gonna forget tonight, Leo. How about them Cowboys?
Like your grandchild said. Okay.
Juan, talk to him. Talk to him.
I love how y'all saved the best team for last, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all knew what y'all was doing.
Giants
So,
ain't
man,
there yet.
Juan Gotti, Juan from Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Please give me a follow. Representing the Burgundy and Gold, the Washington Commanders. This was great, man. I look forward to doing this again on a consistent basis throughout the season.
Absolutely.
You all were great. I love the conversation, man. But at the end of the day, we all know that Burgundy and Gold gonna take the East this year, and I'm standing on that. I got the best quarterback in the division. Come over to my channel and talk to me crazy if you want to, man. Let's do it.
Again, shout out to each and every one of you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with us. I want to give an NFC East and a New York Giants salute. It's been real, man. This was definitely fun. Training camp is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's here. Football season is here. This is the last Sunday of no football. Let's go. Let's go. Make sure on your way out that you like the stream. I'll holler at y'all, and until I holler at y'all, B5, 4 fun. Let's go. Good night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Peace, 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 peace.